Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure you smash up the likes if you haven't already. Let me just make sure that this laptop is absolutely charged. Double watch along today. Looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. Wow. The lineups are out. Everything's ready to go. We're ready today for these two games. It's going to be very interesting. No, it's not. Listen, we're just here for a goal fest. I really do believe. Now, to be fair, Real Madrid's team's a little bit lopsided in the midfield. There's so many midfielders playing in that side. Only really Vinicius Jr. is the outlet in terms of the striking options. Everybody else is a midfielder. So, but it shouldn't really change too much. It should still mean that they win this game comfortably. I think they're 1-0 up from the first leg. Man City are 3-1 up from the first leg against Copenhagen. Really comfortable win. Loads of goals from the right-hand side. I think it was Foden and De Bruyne and Bernardo. Yeah, it was a rampage. So should be pretty simple, straightforward for both teams. But you never know. But we keep our eyes out. But I do think it will be pretty straightforward. Man City have made a lot of changes as well. Lots of resting going on. Bellingham's playing up front. You can't convince me otherwise. For this game, he will be. He must be. Because I'm assuming Vinny's going to play off the left. I'm assuming Valverde's maybe going to play off the right. And Bellingham will play down the middle, and they've got their three midfielders there: Kroos, Kroos, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga, and obviously Nacho's captain alongside Rudiger, Carvajal, and Mendy on the fullback. So still should be a 4-3-3. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it will be a diamond again. Maybe Bellingham and Vinny up front together, and then maybe in the 10 Camavinga with Valverde and Kroos behind. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Be interesting to see what happens. Man City, yeah, their lineup's on screen. Rico Lewis is starting. Akanji starts as well in that side. We've got Alvarez up front. Let's get the full team up. Obviously, it's just now switched, but still championship games on. Championship doesn't rest. Championship does not rest. Games again. But yeah, Alvarez is in this side tonight. Hairline in this side. Nunes, Oscar Bob starts. Kovacic next to Rodri. Vardy was back at left back again. Rico Lewis. Maybe Rico Lewis will tuck in. I don't know. Kovacic and Rodri are in midfield. So I don't know if Rico Lewis might invert today and then it becomes a back three with Akanji, Diaz, and Vardy, which would look pretty good, I think, if Diaz was in the middle of that. Akanji on the right side, Vardy on the left side, and then Rico Lewis in midfield next to Rodri. Maybe Kovacic pushed up a little bit higher. Matisse Nunes, I've not really seen him play wing, so this will be interesting. I've not seen him play wing, to be honest. I've not seen him play out wide, so I want to see how that works. I know it's happened a couple of times. There's some comments about Sporting Lisbon. I think they're the only team playing Europa League tonight against Atalanta. It's currently 1-1, 70 minutes gone. Let's see if we can catch the last 20 minutes, considering we are linked with their manager. But not good reviews, I think. Some people have been saying it's not great. I don't know what's been going on. I haven't been watching that match. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can find. Okay. Yeah, but there's been some people saying not impressed. I'm not sure. What if anybody's been watching the Sporting Lisbon game, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on that one. He's having an insane season. Modric. Is it going to be Modric last season, do you think? I mean, you can't really judge a manager off one game, and I don't even know if apparently Sporting might not even be playing their best team. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Right. What have we got here? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So it will be, I'm sure, both games on TNT as per usual. Let's just get that up. Get that going. Right. Let's see. But yeah, I've not been watching that Sporting game, so I don't want to comment. All right. Oscar Bob starting, yep, in that team today. On the right-hand side, I'm assuming he'll play. Can't really see who else would be out there, so I think he might be on the right-hand side. Sporting struggling with Atalanta's press. No guarantees on anybody that we've been linked with so far. I mean, it's hard to find guarantees in this game right now. So risks are being taken for sure. This will be, I don't know. Depends on who depends what happens on the manager situation, but it depends also on Gallagher's resistance and how he can potentially just hold on or hold out for a contract in maybe January 2025, sorry, if he just doesn't move and then comes into the last 6 months and then they're like, yeah, just give him the contract. So yeah. Let's see. Oh dear. It's not a movie. It's not an Amazon product. Oh dear. Big up Z, much appreciated. Much appreciated, brother. Yeah, a lot of content had to fly out today. We had Williams links, Tuchel talk again. I think probably maybe, I don't know, maybe his agent is putting out, a few feelers just to see what's open and what's optional, what's available to him in the summer, because obviously we know he's leaving Bayern Munich. And obviously Sesko, we know that we're going to be moving in on him. I think it's pretty obvious. He's got a release clause. It's right up our alley. And I don't know how much money we're going to have. So release clauses are, as long as they're that low, then they're great things for us because we don't have to negotiate and get into bidding wars. Now, if there's competition that comes in, then maybe you do bid a bit above the release clause. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty much release clause signings. Teams are going to be going in for players, a lot of competition, and I don't know how we're going to stack up with our situation. So don't think it's going to be too good. Not going to stack up too well. Do you know what? Pep here, considering they're 3-1 up, he really has been quite respectful, I think. I know he's got a couple of players coming in. Rico Lewis is there. Oscar Bob's there. But for the most part, it's a very strong City team tonight. He's still gone with Alvarez. He's still got Haaland. He's still got Diaz. He's still got Rodri. He's basically kept the whole spine. He's taken out fragile players that have probably been susceptible to injuries over the last couple of years. De Bruyne, Stones. They've been removed from this side, but apart from that, it's pretty strong, still pretty strong. So they've got a lot of depth. Sesko's going to Arsenal. Who says that? I spoke about it on the video today. I feel like this team doesn't match Tuchel, so I rate and respect Tuchel, even though his stocks are plummeting right now. I think he needs a sporting director, right? Someone that he can work with in terms of talent ID, because I do think it's a little bit spooky for sure. But in terms of him as a tactician and him as a manager, I still rate him. Now, the problem is that he left because of the interference and the management style of the owners, and that became frustrating. And obviously then they sacked him because they couldn't collaborate. Now, they're still going to want to collaborate, so that doesn't change just because a year's gone by. Maybe they become a lot less insufferable because obviously we've brought in sporting directors now. They kind of are meant to be running the club on a day-to-day, so you shouldn't have to be WhatsApping owners. But the methodology of still bringing in young players is still there. Ever since he left, I don't think Tuchel would want to work with a squad this young, this unproven, that needs this much development. Not many top managers would. So begs the question, why would that work? Why would that work for either party? The only way it works is if they completely go back on what they've done, which they can't because they've spent a lot of money on this project. And yeah, it would just be it would be a proper humbler for the board. If they had to go back to the manager that they sacked in the beginning, it would be a real humbler. I don't think it's going to happen. So if the worlds were different, I'd love to have him because I think he's top. I do. And even if he's not, the elite, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to lie. Right now, we just need to get ourselves back into the top 4. We need to get ourselves back competing for cups, which he had us doing, and we need to be in the Champions League, and he can definitely get us there. So yeah, step by step, but yeah, man, that guy connected with the club like nobody since, I don't know. Maybe you could say Conte's first season, but obviously that ended quite poorly. Then you had Mourinho, of course. Ancelotti was probably the harshest sacking in the whole of Roman's tenure, I'd say. I think it was the most unjustified sacking you could probably go and look at. He finished second after doing a double. But yeah, I think I think when it comes to Tuchel, yeah, he connects, man. He definitely connects, and the guy takes accountability, for his actions. And I don't agree with everything that he does in terms of like squad building and some of the players that he wanted, and that's why you have sporting directors to kind of guide him in the right direction. But these guys that we currently have are going way too extreme on the whole youth thing. So I don't think that's going to fly with a manager like that. So I don't think it will happen. I don't think it's a great fit for what we're trying to do or whatever we're doing. But yeah, I would be going ballistic if he did come back, because I just love the guy. His time at Chelsea was quality, man, especially with a lot of Lampard's players basically as well, until that window after the Champions League win. Yeah, but you get bad performances under pretty much all managers. I mean, Klopp literally got absolutely hammered against Brighton. Zerbi absolutely cooked the crap out of him at their stadium there in last season, was it? So everybody's got a bad game in them. Everybody's got a shocking performance in them. But I don't know how you could point out the Leeds game and not point out the Man City final in the Champions League, or the Man City Cup game on the lead to the FA Cup. In the lead to the FA Cup final, I think it was. So I don't know how you can't point out these fixtures, but you can point out the bad ones, especially when the bad fixtures were, in my opinion, basically all in the last patch. Before that, guy was doing an incredible job. Get us into the top 4 with sanctions, two cup finals, lost on penalties. Should have definitely won one of them with the offside call. Picked up 3 trophies in 18 months. Could have had 5. Not really sure what people are complaining about, but I guess now you can see the drop off and really appreciate the work and the sacrifice, more importantly. Let's see. Yeah, people forget. What can you do? I didn't say. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. These players don't. It doesn't fit. That's what I said. It doesn't fit. But is what it is. What can we do? That's why I said it doesn't really make sense. PR. Listen, it's PR if they go and get Mourinho as well. It's definitely PR. Everything's PR at this point. I mean, they just hired someone, didn't they? Today, some guy is coming in from Manchester United. I don't like the sound of it. Sounds like PR. Sounds like the guy that will run the PR. Basically, I couldn't give a crap about any of that, so I'm not even going to cover it. But yeah, if they take him back, I don't think it is PR, because if they take him back, they would have to admit that everything they've done from the sacking to the hiring is wrong. That's not good PR for them. So it might be PR because the fans are going to love it and they're going to get on board and they're going to be happy. That's PR. But your PR is bad because you've just had to take back the guy that you sacked so off the cuff after the window closed with Aubameyang. I think he managed Aubameyang for 1 game. You basically bought the players that he basically wanted and then sacked him immediately. It's very bad PR for you. So yeah, it's not really good PR, to be honest. Because then we can just literally write the last 18 months as a categoric failure because you've turned against it. You've gone back. Yeah, from the Glazers, apparently. No, I'm not happy to get anyone from you. No. The Real Madrid midfield has everything fully stacked, the best in Europe. Just imagine Davies and Mbappe in that team. Yeah. And I've been wondering how this Mbappe Vinicius Jr. combination is going to work. And I guess it's just Mbappe and Vinny have to interchange, because even last night, you see Mbappe's goal, the first goal, he's come off that left-hand side and he's just ripped people to shreds, and he's taken his time, found his foot, and then he's rifled it into the bottom corner. Mbappe off that left is just devastating. And even for France at the World Cup, you saw some of the playmaking ability that he can bring to the table as well. Why he's been begging to play on that left-hand side for his PSG career, and wasn't happy playing down the middle. But obviously, Vinny's out there as well. And Vinny's not an out-and-out striker for sure. So I don't know how they're going to work it. But I'm intrigued. I think they're going to just probably try and interchange. I think they're going to double up on that left-hand side, which is going to cause fullbacks a whole heap of problems. And because you do have a midfielder like Bellingham who can be an outlet, maybe can get into the boxes as those guys go out there, then there is someone still to cross to. And then you've got, you know, maybe Endrick and Rodrigo coming in off the right-hand side. I think Endrick's left-footed, isn't he? So that will probably balance it out a bit better. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one how it works. But I think it's probably going to be a double up. And Mbappe and Vinny combining and Davies down the left. Woo! That left-hand side for Real Madrid is going to be wild. Because you know Mbappe is going to pull out to the left. So now you got Mbappe, Vinny, and Alphonso Davies. Oh, Jesus. I feel sorry for any right back in world, any right back. There's no right back in world football, in my opinion, that can handle all of that. Because we're not talking about one player, we're talking about three. You know, that is long. That is very long. And if they got Trent, this is why I want Trent to go there. Obviously, because it will piss off Liverpool fans, but mainly because if Trent goes there and plays at right back, the amount of passes that he's going to be able to play to Mbappe, that connection is going to be insane. Mbappe making that run in behind, Vinicius making the runs in behind, and Trent just hitting those passes. Oh my days. It would be mad. It would be mad. I would love it. I think we deserve it. But yeah, that left-hand side is crazy. No right back and right winger can handle that in world football. It's too much athleticism, too much pace, too much. So hopefully it happens. Hopefully it happens. But you'll be really suffering on that side for sure. He prefers to play left wing. Vinny preferred, and yeah. That's the conundrum. Yeah, it's not a done deal. I don't know if it's done like Mbappe's pretty much going to get done, because it's clear that Mbappe's definitely going to happen because his contract's running out. I think Davis has got a year left after this year, isn't it? Is his contract expire in 2025? I think. So Davies is not done, but it's unless you want him to walk for free, it's done. His contract expires 2025. Yeah, so they got 1 year left. I don't know how much they're going to pay. How much? Does anybody know how much Davies is going to cost? How much is he going to cost? Endrick's coming in, isn't it? So I think they're going to just leave it with that. I think Endrick's going to come in. They'll probably spend the first season, which is next season, bedding him in. Maybe like Barca are going to do with Victor Roque. So he's probably going to just play off the bench minutes and, you know, play cup games, and he'll, you know, come off, you know, he's going to make his fair share of appearances, but he's not going to be consistently starting. And then the season after, then they're just going to just let all hell break loose. As long as his development is in an upward trajectory and there's no hiccups, they're just going to let him, they're going to let all hell reign. It's going to be a madness on that right hand side, because he's left footed, isn't he? So that's like real balance now. Real balance. I mean, Rodrigo is a great player. I think Rodrigo is a really, really good player, man. I really like Rodrigo. But yeah, Endrick cutting in just gives you something different. He's going to turn 18 in July. He's going to join in July. So he's going to be 18, then sees one season, turns 19. If he's that good at 19, he'll be fine to start for Real Madrid at 19. If he's that guy, then he's going to be just fine. He'll take his time to acclimatize, may play a bigger role as the season goes on, then bang, long day. So let's see, man. But he looks mad. He looks like a mad player. Yeah, there's no guarantees about anything, but that's who they've invested in. Remember, Endrick wasn't cheap for his age when they signed him at 16. You know, Endrick was a lot of money for a 16-year-old. So they're definitely going to give him a chance. Like, they're not going to just buy another right winger and, you know, shelf him. So he's going to get his chance for sure. How much was it in the end? 60 million or something like that? I think it was. The announced transfer. Biggest negotiation in the history of Brazilian football. Obviously, Chelsea were interested. They ended up missing out. How much was what was the fee? Maybe you guys are putting in the comments. I think Barcelona were also interested as well, but they didn't have the money. Yeah. Look at Robinho. Look at Neymar. Could go either way. Could go either way. Yeah. It's true. People forget about this, brother. They forget about this guy. He's talented as well, man. Dead ball specialist. The Turkish wonder kid. Guler. I want to see what happens with him next season. Because he looks like a baller as well. Do you know what? Never speak about him, you know. Nobody remembers this brother. Because he got that big injury, didn't he? He got that big injury. Musiala of for me, my slight preference would just be Musiala because he came from Cobham, so I'll just take Musiala. But yeah, both great players. I'm gonna go towards Musiala though. No one talks about him. Is he gonna get a fair shake? 60 million. Yeah, he's a baller. He looks like he's got an insane strike on him. Very technical. That guy, very technically sound. I want to see more of him. But again, look at the competition in that midfield. It's crazy. He's going to have to be maybe the deputy to Bellingham and play the game completely differently to him. But it's a good option to have. Hopefully he gets more games next season, just settles down. Will the balance be maintained? Neymar, Messi, Mbappe forward line didn't work. Yeah, it didn't. But Neymar, Messi, Suarez did. So it's all about... Obviously, Mbappe's been part of that failed one that you mentioned. It's all about Mbappe. I think the difference, so for me, right, the difference in this is that Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. And I think even Mbappe understands the magnitude of Real Madrid. I feel like PSG, I'm not saying he felt like he was bigger than the club, but Mbappe got too big for PSG. You know what I mean? Like in a way, he wanted to call the shots, at least reportedly, that's what it looked like. He wanted to be the talisman. He didn't want to share the limelight maybe with the others. I don't think he's going to act like that at Real Madrid because you can't. The amount of greats, like PSG just don't have the history of Real Madrid. They don't even have a 10th of the history of Real Madrid. When you go to Real Madrid, you immediately become the side chick. Regardless, whether you like it or not, you are not the main because you just can't be. The club is bigger than you, period. Even if you're the best player, the club is bigger than you. Cristiano Ronaldo's played for this club. Brazilian Ronaldo. Beckham, Kaká, Raul, like who do you think you are? Who do you think you are if you go in there and try and call shots? So I think Mbappe is going to end up becoming, not that he wasn't already trying to create chances, because again, like I said, at the World Cup, he was trying to lay things on a plate. I think his main problem reportedly at PSG was the fact that he couldn't play left wing because obviously Neymar had to play left, Messi had to play right, so he couldn't play out front. Zidane, exactly. But I think, so yeah, at Real Madrid, that could be a problem because he might end up having to play out front again. But I do think that Real Madrid are just going to let him and Vinny interchange a bit. And I do think it's going to be really fluid. I think they'll double up over there. And Bellingham helps because Bellingham is able to crash the box and play as like a secondary striker. So if they keep the same way of playing, even if they go with the diamond again next season and they play Vinny and Mbappe as the strikers and then Bellingham in the 10, then the two strikers just split in any direction and then they get the opportunity to play out wide and they might interchange as well. So I think it's going to be very fluid. I think he's going to be a big team player. I really do. I don't think he'll be selfish too much. He might be overly going to try and prove himself, but I don't think he'll struggle, man. He's going to rip it up. He's going to absolutely rip it up. So yeah, I think Real Madrid, the stadium, the crowd, everything will humble him, and he'll be a team player. Yeah, Gareth Bale's another one as well, bro. They've had everybody, man. They've almost had everybody. Didn't get Messi, but yeah, man, didn't get Ronaldinho, unfortunately. they've had big names, man, the biggest. So I don't think he's gonna go in there with any crazy ego. I think now that the negotiation is done, Got the money he wanted. Commercially, he's definitely got, you know, his commercial rights sorted and everything's all looking good. I think he'll play the game now. He'll play the game. Because Real Madrid fans will turn on you. That's the one thing you don't need to worry about. Doesn't matter if you're who, it doesn't matter who you are. Even Mbappe, they will turn on you, bruv. If you start pissing about, Real Madrid fans won't play with you, man. They'll be onto you. They will be onto you. They've seen bigger and better than Mbappe, so they don't play, man. They don't play. I think he'll play his part. What? Yeah. So that's how I see that. Let's see. Let's get predictions going, actually. Should we even bother? I've just realized the state of play today. I've just realized the state of play and who's playing and what's happening. Do we even bother with predictions, honest to God? Predictions. I don't really think so, guys. Sesko, by the way, on the bench for RB Leipzig. That was important to mention. So we're looking at, because again, we got a few players to keep an eye on. We're keeping an eye on Man City's B team just to see how they play. It's always fascinating watching a Pep team anyway, so we're here regardless. Don't care about Copenhagen, can't lie. You man are screwed. You're going to get absolutely walloped. Real Madrid, interested in this team in terms of like the fact that Bellingham and Vinny are up there on their own, where Valverde plays, how he plays, who he plays. Interesting to see that. But yeah, if Sesko... Oh, sorry, Sesko starts. Yeah, Sesko starts. So I'm interested to see how Sesko plays. I thought he was on the bench for a second. Interested to see how Sesko plays, because apparently we're interested in him for release clause. So let's see how Sesko is going to play. Let's see. Tough game. He's going to the Bernabeu. If he can light up the place, and obviously, yeah, Oscar Bob do want to definitely see that as well. But yeah, if he can light up the place at the Bernabeu, it's not like his price is going to go up. Yesterday's price is today's price, and tomorrow's price is all the same price. The guy's got a release clause, so let's see, man. If he rips it up tonight, sends Leipzig through with a hat trick or something, maybe we have to pay attention more. Maybe we got to pay more attention. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Sesko, how many goals this season? What's he on? Last time I was looking at him in depth, he wasn't starting. He's come into the team a little bit now recently. He's got 21 games, 7 goals in Bundesliga, 2 goals in 7 Champions League games, 2 and 2 in the cup. Let me just take a look at minutes played, because these games are going to be fugazi. He's got, so this is where the context comes in. He's got 915 minutes played so far this season in the Bundesliga. So he's basically got 9 starts and a 15-minute cameo under his belt. So out of those 21 games, he's basically got 9 starts in there and an off the bench 15, if you want to look at it like that. So he's not a consistent starter. I think he started to play from the beginning more regularly recently. I don't know if that's because there's an injury. Let's just check what's going on, because he definitely wasn't starting for most of the season. And I remember being like, what's going on here? But they've got a lot of forward options. Yeah, he's been starting recently up front. They must have injuries. No. Where's Openda? Oh, Openda's been on the bench. He's been on the bench. Poulsen as well. There's another one, came off the bench last game. I think those two were starting together earlier on in the season. Yeah, Sesko's been getting his minutes. Xavi Simons and Olmo. Do you know what? Oh, Simons is not. Oh, he is. Oh, hold on a second. Guys, we might have a game, you know. We might have a game, guys. Don't get me gassed. We might have a game, you know. Do you think the unthinkable could happen? It's probably not going to happen. Xavi Simons is there. Olmo is there. I'll ask a question. I'll do the poll anyway. I'll do the poll. It's a fun team. They might have something, you know. I shouldn't write them off. They're only 1-0 down. My problem is them defensively. I just don't trust them to keep a clean sheet for their life. But I don't know, man. Now that we bring it up. Listen, Real Madrid will probably go through, but this could actually be a good game. We shouldn't sleep on it. We should not sleep on it. I'm gonna run a poll. I'm not running a poll for the other one. I'm not gonna run a poll for the other one. Could we see a shock? Could we actually see a shock? There's some ballers out there, you know. There's some ballers there. Yeah, I think if it was at home for Leipzig, we might stand a chance of seeing some madness. It's because it's at the Santiago Bernabeu. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine Real Madrid letting this happen. But if it did, for me, every time I see them in knockout stages in Champions League, they just get their ass whooped defensively. That's the problem. I don't know, because I don't know who the manager's going to be, bro. I'm sorry to give you a boring answer, but I don't know who the manager's going to be. Like, Sesko for me is too young and too, like, he's not ready to come in and do the job I'm asking a striker to come in and do right now, which is lead the line, get 20 goals in the Premier League off the bat, and handle business to allow Jackson to develop, and then sell Broja. And for me, I don't even care about the rest of the development strikers right now. I'm so vexed. Let's see. Xavi Simons obviously is a techie player. Dani Olmo is a techie player. Like, these are very good players. Very, very good players. We also have so many of these young players. I just lumping more on top would be annoying. But David Oram. Yeah, he used to be at Hoffenheim, didn't he? The left back. Let's see how he plays today. Has he scored? Has there been a goal in the Sporting game? Hold on a second. People are... No, it's full time. 1-1. 1-1 full time. Scamacca was one of the goal scorers. Zappacosta, a couple familiar faces. Let me see his stats. Openda. What's he been on? He's been holding it down. 17 goals in 24. 4 assists. So 21 goal contributions in 24 in the league. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, good finisher. I do like Boniface. Yeah. Would you guys take him as a striker at Chelsea then? Because no one really talks about Openda for a move. And no one really talks about him for a move. Like, Arsenal need a striker, Man United need a striker, Chelsea need a striker. No one really talks about him for a move. Even Tottenham need a striker, to be honest, if they want to be serious. Where did Malacia go? Is he alive? I think he's still injured, yeah. He's still injured. Yeah, I think he does, doesn't he? Yeah. Second attacker if we saw a proper winger. Not what we need. Yeah, I like Boniface. I probably prefer Boniface to Osimhen, to be honest. Probably prefer Boniface, but both of them are probably out of our reach anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? Both of them are out of our reach. Oh, but we're going to find out. Yeah, you do need a striker, bro. Because when Højlund's out against Manchester City, you're playing Rashford up front. So you do need a striker. Of course, Manchester United need a striker. How can you just rely on Højlund all season as your only striker? Martial needs to leave. Rashford's not a striker. Who else are you going to play? You need a striker, bro. You need a striker. They're showing the Haaland miss again. That miss was wild. Every time you watch it, you just think, what? How did he miss that? Honestly, how did he miss that? I think they're asking him that now and trying to get an answer out of him. Oh dear. Maybe too expensive. I don't know. I actually haven't. No, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna watch it. He's torn his ACL twice. Wait, what? He'd probably make it 3 as soon as he shows up to Cobham. What? ACL? What? Twice? Oh, shit. You're right. Oh, damn. Yeah, nope. Can't have that. Now, he hasn't. It's been since 2021. He had 2 big injuries. He had one in 18-19 and one in 2021. Missed 34 and then 56 games. Hasn't had a big injury till, well, he missed AFCON this season. That was his last injury. So he did have a spell of not getting injured in between that. Rotted though. 2 aces, bro. The thing is though, like, it's been yeah, I think he's injured now, isn't he? But like, so he's had a couple of years without having them massive injuries, and then obviously when he comes here, we'll just be like, "Yo, reminder, this is how it's done." Like we'll definitely have him injured again. Yeah, he's out right now. Yeah, he's still not back. I like the profile, but 100 million is wild. 100 million pounds, I think they want as well, not even euros. Get your votes in on the poll as well, because it is Real Madrid or Leipzig, Ala Madrid or Red Bull. I think Real Madrid would do it, but I'm intrigued. There's some nice players on that Leipzig team. If they could actually defend, then, you know, that would be helpful. Let me take a look at their defensive record this season. Don't know if I trust them. Leipzig this season have conceded 31 goals in 24 games. Only Leverkusen have got an incredible defensive record in the Bundesliga, to be honest. Everybody else is pretty much similar. Bro, this is what I was trying to say in my video earlier. Like, it's mad. So Bayern Munich are definitely underperforming, but can we also just mention that Leverkusen are severely overperforming right now? Like, not a little bit, a lot. They're unbeaten, 0 defeats, 20 wins out of 24, 16 goals conceded in 24, 61 goals scored. They're the second highest scorers by 4 behind Bayern, and they're literally almost conceded half the amount of goals as Bayern. They've been incredible. They got to get their credit. Not just Bayern bottled it. Like, they need their credit. They've been incredible. No, I'm actually covering this for BR. We're covering this for BR after. You brothers, you don't think I get paid, bruv? What do you think this is, bruv? Do you think I'm a joke? Am I a joke to you, bruv? I hate it when people do this. Don't make me flex on you, bruv. You think I'm a joke, bruv? I'm watching this because, bruv, I need to watch it, bruv. You know what I mean? I'm out here covering the football. This is my job. I'm going to lose my job. Yeah, these guys are foolish, bruv. Don't let these man chat, bruv. I got to review this. Me and Fu had a reviewing this on Bleacher Report app, man. After the watch along, I'm on Bleacher Report app for all these knockout games. I was there for last night. I'm there for this one. I'm there for next week. Both days as well. Carl's like, you can't flex on me. Sounds like a punishment. Nah, man, listen. I like to see good football. And today, I mean, listen, if I can watch Arsenal batter whoever they did the other day, who was it that they battered that I had to watch? I think it was West Ham. Yeah, it was West Ham. Me and Saeed was watching that, and they absolutely blammed West Ham. If I can get through that, I can definitely watch Real Madrid and Man City dice it up. And again, like I said yesterday, it's important to understand all of the finer details of these teams before it gets mad, before it gets to the quarterfinals, the semi-finals. Yeah, before it gets to the big teams facing the big teams, I want to know everything and anything about the way they're playing, and also just about the even the depth. I just want to see the depth options. I want to see the depth, because Man City, I don't like them, but I want them to win the title. I need them to win the title for obvious reasons. So I need to see what the depth is saying. I need to see what Oscar Bob's saying. I need to see if he's delivering like that. It's important. I'm going through this with a fine comb because I know that was a waste of my time. You want a real waste of time? Watching Sheffield United struggle against Arsenal is a real waste of time. To be honest, Leipzig's a good team. We got Simmons, we got Almo, we got Sesko, we got Openda. Like that front four alone, you should be tuning into that game. Like sometimes we get too lazy with this football thing. That's a great front four. That should be, we got to keep an eye on that. We shouldn't be dismissing that really. The defense is, you know, let's see. I'm not going to talk too much on that defense, but that front four, those four names alone, the quality that Almo can produce, Danny Almo, the quality that Xavi Simons can produce, the finishing of Openda, and potentially the aerial threat of Sesko or the hold-up play. Let's see what he produces. That front four alone has made me intrigued on this on that knockout there. And it's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. Only one goal can change it. So that's a good game. Now, Man City, I won't lie to you. That's finished. Finished. That game is finished. What do you think of Inzaghi from Inter to Chelsea? Now, Inzaghi is an intriguing one, I must say, because he knows how to make them teams defend. And if there's one thing that pisses me off about Chelsea right now is we can't defend. I don't think there's any excuse for not being able to defend. I really don't. With the players that we have in defense, with the players that we've brought in, this is why I'm not entertaining the new centre-back talk. Because I think once you've, now obviously, yes, if you play a high line, then, you know, you need quick centre-backs, you need to press up the pitch, counter-press, you need someone to be able to recover like Van Dijk and Konate, etc. But if Poch is not here, maybe we won't be playing the high line. I don't know what the style is going to be. But just in terms of defending, bro, if Harry Maguire can have them like Saeed Television comparing with Beckenbauer, then I'm sorry, I need to see something from Disasi, because that means Maguire must have been playing out of his skin. And if Disasi can't even play on them levels, and if Badiashile can't even play on them levels, then I'm sorry, someone's in trouble. So for me, there's no excuse for not being able to organize a defense. I need to see that defense tightened up. If this team can't score and this team fluffs its lines, I need clean sheets. I need proper defending. Two things: clean sheets and keep the ball. Control and clean sheets. Defend with the ball. Defend well without the ball. Defend well from set pieces. Defend well with the ball. Try and improve this team in terms of attacking set pieces as well. Make sure you get your goals from attacking set pieces. One thing I'm jealous of Arsenal right now is not even necessarily the fancy football, because that comes and goes. 1 minute they want to control, then they play the fancy football. Right now they're in form with the fancy football. It's the set pieces. I've said it multiple times. Set pieces. The fact that Arsenal are running ragged on set pieces is pissing me off. This is our thing. This was our bag. With Terry, Ivanovic, Alex, Cahill, you know, I could keep going, Drogba. That's our bag. We need to get back to being monsters on set pieces. And then that's a threat. Anytime you want a free kick in a wide area, set piece threat. Corner, set piece threat. I don't give a shit how the goals are scored. I think there's a lot of art in a header. There's a lot of art in a great header, a bullet header. Drogba used to get them all the time. A bullet header, that goal in Munich against Bayern Munich, that's one of the best goals we've ever seen. That header from the corner from Juan Mata. No one can tell me otherwise. Appreciate headers, appreciate set piece goals. I'm here for it. And then if in open play, we got to figure it out and we fine tune, cool. But those are the things I'd be looking for next season to just kind of stabilize the team and build some sort of resilience and resistance. So Inzaghi from a defensive standpoint seems really good. Especially what we saw in the Champions League final against City as well. That was really well drilled. And he comes with the two striker system. And to be honest, it seems like that probably would suit us if Nkunku could keep himself fit. Him and Jackson as a striking, you know, partnership. Maybe whoever else we sign, that could work. So I could see it. But who's the wing backs? You know, maybe it's Ian Maatsen. That would be great. Maybe Lewis Hall doesn't end up going to Newcastle. That could be great as well. I'd bin off both Chilwell and Kukurea and just go with them two young players there. If Chilwell doesn't produce the levels, I said last summer I think Lewis Hall and Maatsen technically could clear both of the guys that we got in on the high wages. And then on the other side you got Gusto and James. So it could work quite quickly. Gives you extra cover for Enzo and Caicedo in the midfield, giving the extra centre back. So it could work, bro. But yeah, I do like him. But would he join us? I don't know about that, because he's doing a great job at Inter. He's probably going to win the title. I think they're quite clear, aren't they? Let's take a look at the Serie A. So my question is, why would he want to come to us? And are we going to give him what he needs, or are we going to give him kids? and then tell him, oh yeah, you need to do this, that, the third. Like he's absolutely cleaning up in the I mean, they might have the best defense in Europe. They're currently on 72 points, 27 games played, 69 goals scored, 13 goals conceded in 27 games. That's even better than Leverkusen's record. 13 goals conceded at this stage of the season. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I don't know, man. I don't know if he would really be interested, because what he needs, probably, I don't know what he needs per se, because I've not been looking at him pre-Inter, but I don't think he wants kids. I don't think he wants kids, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he wants kids. So let's see. People have kids, but do they want kids? Let's take a look. Managerial. So he was at Lazio prior. I didn't really get to watch much of Lazio when he was there prior to this job. So let's see. Only 2 players score a goal in that league. Who are those 2 players? The teams are about to walk out. Make sure you smash up the likes if you haven't already. I think I'm still going to give credit for any sort of 13 goals conceded is still impressive, man. Their strikers can't be that dead. So who we got? We got Osimhen. I think we got to give Thuram his credit. Thuram's bagged some goals this season, hasn't he, at Inter? He's done his thing on a free as well. Don't want to disrespect Thuram. 10 goals in 25. That's not too... It's not great. But he's facilitated a lot for Martinez. Martinez is banged again. We can't say Osimhen is not involved, because he was MVP not so long ago, so he might not be having the greatest season and whatnot, but he's still involved in the potential hit gunman in that league. So Martinez, Osimhen, who else we got? Or you guys saying that's it? That's the only guys that can bang? Leao, we're going to respect Leao, no? Leao's one of the guys that can cause your defense problems. Vlahovic is there. He's banged. 15 goals. Giroud, not really a goal scorer like that, but still 12 goals. Dybala still chipping in as well, 12 goals. Lukaku, I think. So if you're saying, what did you say? Only a couple man can shoot in that league. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that back, bruv. We gotta take that back. So I'm gonna list out the shooters. You got Martinez. You have to give it to him because his goal return in the last couple of years is there. Vlahovic, definitely on the list. Osimhen on the list. Lukaku on the list. And then the floaters after that are like, let's say Thuram, let's say Dybala. But Dybala's a shooter too, man. Dybala's got a great shot on him. Giroud, Thuram, yeah, Lukaku. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. Zerbi as well. There's a couple shooters here, man. Let's not disrespect. There's a couple shooters here. Where's Immobile, bruv? I'm not even seeing Immobile's name on this list. Does he not play? I saw that brother yesterday, bruv. What's going on? Immobile is always on this list. And where's Berardi? What's his name? Not Berardi. Will come to me in a minute. But where's the Serie A merchants? Abraham don't play like that. Abraham don't play no more. KK. Oh, he's been injured. Okay, fair. That makes sense because that brother's always listen. I'm not saying he's gunman, but in Serie A he is. Just look at his stats. Like he has to be given his flowers now. The guy's been doing it for like 5 years on the trot. Like he does get his goals, to be fair. But when it comes to Argentina, he misses big opportunities. I don't trust that guy in finals. Thanks. I don't trust that guy in finals. We saw the World Cup. We saw the miss that he had there. And luckily, Argentina still got out of jail. So I don't trust him. I think he had a Europa League final as well, him and Lukaku for Conte. He also had a Champions League final as well against Man City. When the lights are bright, I don't trust Lautaro Martinez. I glitch out with that guy. He does scare me. He did miss a sitter yesterday. He's aging. How old is he now? Belotti, that's it. Yes, Belotti. What's happened to Belotti? Man? Belotti at Torino. I don't know if he's still there now. I think he might be at Roma now. What's happened to Belotti? Let's get these timers ready. Yeah, has anybody got any updates on Belotti, bro? That was another Serie A guy that was handling business. He's at Roma, isn't he? He faded at Roma. So Roma got Lukaku, Dybala, Belotti, and Abraham all on their books. Mourinho might have deserved a sack after all. What's going on, bro? You got a strike force like that, and you're not in the race for top 4. What's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, Scamacca. Yeah. He's at Atalanta. I like Scamacca, you know. I think Scamacca's a good player. I think Scamacca's a very good player. I think in a more ball-dominant team, and not... I think West Ham was the wrong move for him. I think if he'd gone to a Tottenham, I think he would have done all right. He's a bit fragile, but I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player, man. I like Scamacca. Not like Chelsea level or anything. Well, it depends on what Chelsea we're talking about. But yeah, I think he's a good player. I think he could have... If he had gone to a better team, I think he would have done all right. Boga's at Nice. Yeah, he was at Atalanta, wasn't he? Belotti's at Fiorentina. Has he gone on loan? I swear they're rivals. No, that's Lazio. Okay, they're maybe not fierce rivals, to be fair. All right, we're going to be kicking off in a minute. Time is going to be on screen. I'm just going to go with the first game that kicks off. Big up everybody in the building. Make sure you smash up the likes. And then the other game, we just have to follow suit. But yeah, it looks like Real Madrid maybe versus Copenhagen is going to kick off. Sorry, Real Madrid versus Leipzig is going to kick off first, is it? No, maybe not. Let me see if I can get something a bit faster. There we go. Lovely stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Real Madrid Leipzig is the one that we're going to have on the timer because that's kicking off first. And it has kicked off just now. That's the wrong timer. You bastard. Time will have to be reset, people. Man's out of mare. And Man City versus Copenhagen's kicking off. But yeah, all eyes really on Real Madrid Leipzig. We're going to keep an eye on City. It's there. I'm watching it. But at the same time, Real Madrid is the main course. I feel like that's actually good. That's actually a good game. Unless Real Madrid just move mad. Come on. I want Leipzig to score first. I want a game today. Nah, not Conte, man. Not Conte. That brother's too... That won't work with our board, man. That guy's... Do you not understand? They want to collaborate. Now, when you think of Antonio Conte, what word does not come to mind? Collaboration. Now, if you want another word that comes to mind, confrontation. Yes. Not that. Not collaboration. Confrontation. That's more the word that comes to mind. Yes. The way he left Inter, the way he left Chelsea, the way he left Tottenham. Yes, that one. That's crazy. Confrontation is the word. Don't even mention Graham Potter's name again. Do you know what sometimes be like, oh, aura? And sometimes like aura can be a bit cringe. It's like, oh, just say that you got a crush on him. You know what I mean? Aura. Oh. But with Graham Potter, it's fair to say he actually doesn't have the aura. Like genuinely, he doesn't. I'm not saying you have to have it, but you got to have a little bit. Just even 5%. Like look at Ancelotti right now in his trench coat. He's got the aura. And I'm not a big aura man. I'm not even an aura fanatic. But I do think it plays a bit of a part. Like, it's not sometimes what you said, it's who said it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not sometimes what you said, but it's who said it. Sometimes two people can say the same thing, but it depends on who said it. If you're going to listen. You might not listen if it's someone else because you don't respect them. Do you see what I'm saying? So, as much as I don't like to delve into this too much, in this instance, I will say, yeah, it does play a part. I don't want to over-egg it, but it does play a part. I mean, especially when my club was with someone like Jose Mourinho, who came with bags of aura in his first spell. That guy was an absolute legend. The things that he was able to say in press conferences, the mind games he was able to play, the motivation, the tactics, the world is against us, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, aura is actually important. It's something that we shouldn't underestimate. It's something I'm probably gonna put a percentage of that into my who do I want kind of situation. I think we have to look at that. It does play a part. I've underestimated it. I'm not going to do that again. And he don't have it. It's been overused a bit online, but it's a factor. It's definitely a factor. The reason why I don't like to overdo it is because I don't like. Do you believe that you can gain aura as time goes on? I feel like aura is confidence, and confidence comes from winning, and winning comes from like your philosophy, your tactics, your man management, your all that stuff. Speaking of Marco Rose, actually someone that was very highly rated a couple of years ago. I haven't really heard too much about him recently, but there he is for his job at Mönchengladbach. But yeah, I feel like aura can be developed, but I don't want to say completely because again, you either have it or you don't. Like you can't probably fake it as well. So it's an intangible. It's definitely an intangible. It's like leadership. Leadership can be developed. It's not something that you have to have from the get-go. But again, you can't fake it. You either have it to a degree or you don't. But you don't have to have it from the get-go. You can kind of create it. So it's an intangible. Intangibles are difficult to quantify and calculate and say if someone's definitely not got it or they definitely do. But I think the eye test is basically all it is about, isn't it? You can just see it. Leipzig coming forward. Sesko. Ooh, go on. See, I do want Real Madrid to go through because that means that it's less likely an English team will win it. But at the same time, I do love chaos and shocks and whatnot. So I'm a little bit conflicted again this evening. Both my teams went through yesterday. The teams that I'm rooting for in this competition is PSG and RB Leipzig. Sorry, not RB Leipzig. PSG and Bayern Munich. And they both went through, so I'm happy, man. I'm ready for the quarters. Let's see what's being said. Why do we even bother going up against 115 charges? Well, 115 charges have scored. 1-0 to 115 charges. Akanji has made it 1-0, I believe, for Manchester City in that game at the Etihad. So again, finished, game over, 1-0 to Manchester City, 4-1 on aggregate. I'll get a look on that replay. I mean, we already knew that. We already knew what was going to happen. It was a corner that came in, out swinging. Akanji. Oh, it's a great finish from Akanji, If you haven't seen that goal, definitely check it out. It's a great finish. He's controlled that finish so well. He's taking it like a seasoned striker. It's a half volley. He's got to watch it all the way, direct it. All the power's on the cross. So he's just got to direct it and guide it. But he's done it so well. And just wraps his foot around it, straight into the top corner, straight from the corner. That's a great goal, That's a great goal. If a forward scores that, you probably say that. You probably say they're one of the best finishers to be putting in a shot like that. That was a great strike. They're so boring. Vidi diving already. They are boring. But I wish my team was boring. I do wish my team was boring. Yes. Yeah, overlap stuff tomorrow, so no watch-alongs tomorrow. I do have content coming for you tomorrow, though, as long as I get these files sent tonight to my editor as soon as possible. But I did a podcast, like I said I would, at home. We had a guest. If you follow me on Instagram, on the stories, you'll see brother Lewis pulled through. So I had a great chat there. And yeah, man, it was great convo. So that will go up tomorrow. That's the plan. The plan is for that to go up tomorrow. I just need to make sure that I get my files sent, but I'm sure I'll get it done. It will take a good few hours, but we'll be here. We'll be there. AJ watch along Friday night. Is it Friday or is it Saturday? If it's Friday, I can't do it because I'm away with mates all Friday. I've got mates coming from Ireland, so I'm away all Friday. So if it's Friday, I can't do it. I thought it might be Saturday. I don't know. But I'm covering Saudi Arabian Grand Prix on Saturday. I'm also going to watch the Arsenal-Brentford game alongside that. I'm also going to cover Aston Villa Spurs and City Liverpool on Sunday. So I don't know about AJ. I might leave that one still. I might have to leave that. I want to record another pod. That was a lot of fun. So much better having the set in your home, man. I'm absolutely buzzing with that set. It's taken a long time to get to this point, but we finally got to a point where we can have guests, and I think it's gonna do wonders for the convos. Carvajal on the right hand side. Man City. Man City in possession, man. Man City are chilling. Copenhagen can't chat to them. They can't handle them. It's just this is a training session. That's what it is. It's a training session. And until Real Madrid get a goal, this is a proper game. It's a proper tie. It takes one goal from Leipzig to stun the Santiago Bernabeu. And then it's a problem. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So me and Lewis recorded today, just over there. And then once that's like edited, put together, then it will come out tomorrow. Definitely will come out tomorrow. And yeah, because I'm just gonna be MIA. Is that what it is? So yeah, I'm not gonna be around. Go on, play it. Oh, you're gonna be offside, aren't you? Or not? Or not? Square it! You fucking idiot! Why have you not squared that? You better be offside. Was that Sesko? Oh my days! You better be offside, Sesko. Yeah, I think you're off. Because when I first saw that ball played, I said that's a yard late. How are you not squaring that? The awareness is insane. Fucking Raheem Sterling on steroids, bruv. What's going on? Where's the awareness? Guys, it's literally 3v1. I'm pretty sure there was 2 guys alongside him for the ball across the box, and he's not squared it. If he come to Chelsea, start doing that shit, I swear. Oh God. And while we look to Manchester City, oh my God, this goalkeeper is a criminal. This goalkeeper is a fraud. This goalkeeper is absolutely... What are you doing? Oh, damn. Well, Man City are 2-0 up. Goalkeepers, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what the goalkeeper is a fraudulent individual. The goalkeeper is a fraud. Okay? Don't watch that goal. The Akanji one, watch that one. Don't watch that one. That one is a shambles. It's a disgrace to Champions League level. Alvarez has made it 2-0 inside 9 minutes. This is another Sheffield United blamming. This could be 7 or 8. It depends if Man City give a damn. They might start resting players. They're already resting players. They might start resting more players. I can see Man City just start bringing on extraterrestrials, players that we've never heard of, bro. This is mad. 2-0 inside 9 minutes. Forget about it. That goalkeeper's an absolute bum. Absolute bum chum, bruv. What a crazy man. How did Man United lose to Copenhagen? Uncomfortable conversations. How did Manchester United lose to Copenhagen? Conversations. Oh yeah, they've come out of this group, innit? Yo, that's where these... Because I'm thinking to myself, because now I was about to ask the question, where did these men come from? And why are they in this round? Because I was going to ask the question, how did these men get here? Because really, what are Copenhagen doing in the knockout stages? Let's be honest. What are they actually doing here? And now I've just deeped it. They come out of Man United's group. Even Galatasaray should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves as well, man. Hey, I was just about to ask, you know, because I was like, yo, where'd these brothers come from? Where'd you get these guys? Where'd you get these guys, bro? They come out of Man United's group, of course. It's not like Man United were in the group of death like Newcastle. Okay. You are the man them that let these men through. You let these men through. You know, this is Champions League, you know. Man United are meant to be the bouncers at the door with your arms folded because you got heritage. You've won it 3 times. You know, you're meant to have a little bit of standard about you. You know, you're meant to say, this is not for you. Go Europa League or something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't belong here. You man just let these men into the party. You man really let Copenhagen into this event. You let them here. You let them hang here. You let them get a VIP table here. Let them pop bottles here. Okay. And now your rivals are dunking on their head top. This is what I keep saying to Saeed. You can't talk about my ends because your ends are getting overran. These men are going to potentially go back-to-back Champions League titles in a row. Maybe even back-to-back trebles. Can you imagine? There's nobody in London doing that shit. They could never. They could never. If they do that in my lifetime, I quit YouTube. Ain't nobody in London doing no treble. Are you mad? But in Manchester, You better watch out, man. Gary Neville's B team might be next, bruv. Salford or whatever they're called, bruv. You know, you better be careful. They might be next, bruv. This is crazy. I can't believe this. These guys are tapped to let this team through. Real Madrid are just back in possession. We've only got one game on tonight, guys. Ay, 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 ay. So Zerbi. So from a stylistic standpoint, in terms of a philosophy, I think it's fair to say, okay, Zerbi's is more like, it's more refined, it's clearer, it's more obvious to the eye. He's got his principles, he's sticking by them, he coaches his team very, very well, okay? But the reason why I'm not just going to say, oh, he's just better outrightly is because he's never managed a club at this level. And, you know, I think one thing that we can see now is that managing a club at this level, you've got a lot more to do than just coach. It's so many things involved in terms of man management, in terms of managing expectations, the pressure, you know, all of these things that you've got to deal with that he's never done before. So who's to say when he gets his first big shot that he's not going to blow it? We don't know. We have to see. Same way Poch had to see. So Man City almost made it free. So yeah, man, listen, until he comes and does a job at a top club, there's no point me saying he's better or it's an upgrade because we don't know. He's a risk. He's a gamble. He's a gamble. How is he going to be if he doesn't win 3 games in a row? Because when he does it at Brighton, nobody cares. If you do that at Chelsea, the microscope's on you. People are going to cuss. People are going to be onto you. Are you going to be able to handle that in the presses? Are you going to be able to handle that? Let's see. So, yeah, man. If you haven't delivered at a top club, I'm not going to just bounce your status above Pochettino and start disrespecting, because even if Pochettino might be potentially rubbed out right now, he still did his thing at the clubs that he was at, you know. So you have to at least give him that. At Tottenham, overachieved. Zerbi didn't win a trophy. At Brighton, Tottenham didn't win a trophy either. Do you know what I mean? They both overachieved. Remember where Tottenham were? Pochettino made Tottenham a much bigger club than they were. Trust me. Tottenham were not like this before. They were mid-table team that nobody really gave a damn about in terms of, you know, looking at them as serious contenders for anything. Yes, Harry Redknapp definitely made a big difference in terms of like bringing them into Champions League. Tim Sherwood then I think was in between before Poch, but Poch actually made them title contenders and Champions League contenders, and that is nothing that Tottenham have ever been able to say. So he done his job. He done his job. It's different era now, isn't it? So different era, different expectations or different styles, and it's different. Leipzig, yeah, Leipzig are doing well, man. This is why we're here. Leipzig are starting all right. They're creating chances. They're fluffing their lines a little bit, and Sesko's one of them, but Openda as well. But yeah, it's been a good game. Very, 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 very even actually so far. I'd say that Leipzig have actually been the better side. So yeah, man, this is a good game. Let's see how long it lasts, though. Let's see how long it lasts. Yeah. Xavi Simons needs to get into position because Sesko and Openda are selling. Leipzig are in this game being too wasteful. How many chances do they want? Yeah, this is true. This is one plus in his favor for sure. He's worked with some of these players before. 100%. There's something about his vibe that is a bit off, though, I must say. I don't know what it is about his character that is a little bit of a red flag to me. I can't put my finger on it. I think some people know what I mean. Liverpool fans, when they were linked to him as well, they kind of said, I don't think character-wise he's a fit. There's something about Zerbi's character that is a bit of a question. I'm not sure how he translates to a top club. I don't know what it is. There's just something there that I have a question mark about at a top club. But we haven't seen it, so until then, we don't know. But there's a question there. There's definitely a question. Yeah, there's an arrogance. I don't know what it is. There's an arrogance, but without having actually accomplished anything significant. It doesn't really work. Do you know what I mean? If you do that as a Mourinho after a Champions League win, we can hear it. But there's also an arrogance that he hasn't really won anything, and it doesn't seem like he actually feels like he needs to win anything either. So he doesn't need the validation of winning a trophy. It's like the football speaks for itself type of vibe. I don't know. There's something about that guy. It's just a little bit off. Something about him is a bit off. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that guy. I think we need to like start identifying what kind of personality we want as well at our club. Liverpool know what personality they want. After getting Klopp, they just want anybody like that. Passionate, lives and breathes the football club. Do you know what I mean? Rock and roll football maybe is what they're gonna try and keep, but obviously Xabi Alonso wouldn't do that to a degree. Wouldn't come with the same football. Like what's our identity gonna be? Are we gonna go back to proper Chelsea? We're going to find a new identity. I think we're having a bit of an identity crisis right now, to be honest. We don't know what we want to be. We don't know what we want to be. But the manager's got to have that. The identity's got to come through the manager, you know? From the way that he speaks, the way he carries himself, as well as his football, you should be able to tell exactly what kind of character he is. Like Klopp, like Diego Simeone, like Pep. I want a character now. Now that I've heard Poch waffle for the last few months, I want a real character. A real character that can back it up. But I want a character for sure. Someone that looks like they're living and breathing this game. Should have got Ange. It's funny, Andrew's on our shortlist, but I didn't know about Ange. And even when I looked into like the surface level stuff of Ange, just to like look through his achievements, I would have never pushed Ange because I just have not watched Ange's football. Like I could research as much as I want about Ange, but I'm not gonna go and watch his matches because I don't even know how I'll do that. But do you know what I mean? Ange was too much of a gamble for Chelsea because Tottenham's different. Tottenham, like free season, free hit. I don't want to do revisionism and say, oh yeah, if they had got Ange, I would not have cussed. Like, I think everybody would have cussed if they got Ange. Because like, who's Ange? Do you know what I mean? No disrespect, but who's Ange? He's come from Celtic. No one would have had that. That would have been a gamble. So out of the three that they gave us the one that was the safest option and the one that had a bit of... People are talking about they want pedigree or they want CV. Poch's CV is better than Ange's CV. Pochettino's CV is better than Postecoglou's. It's fact. He's done more in his career. Obviously, he's been at top teams. He's managed top players in comparison. So we can't now rewrite history and be like, yeah, we wanted the Australian Aussie guy who's managed Celtic. Like, it's just not fair. That's one thing I'm not going to do. So it worked out for Tottenham, but that's probably the right club for him, to be honest. I don't know if it would have been the same here. Playing that high line for life with Thiago Silva. Long day, bruv. We ain't even got quick centre-backs like that. I would have loved to have known he would have played in the high line. High line, bruv. High line for life, bruv. I would have loved to have seen who would have been in that team. That would have been very interesting. Very interesting. Jude Bellingham is a tad bit overgassed. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. There's no need for that, bruv. He's having a quiet game today, but let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that. That guy has been levels at Real Madrid. That guy, you know how difficult it is to come to Real Madrid in your debut season and perform the way he's performed? Like, nah, that's crazy. At his age, nah, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. The pressure is crazy at Real Madrid, you know. You know, many great players have faltered and failed at Madrid. I mean, one of my favorite players ever in Chelsea, Eden Hazard, goes on that list. Brother didn't come fit, didn't come correct, couldn't get himself in shape, then couldn't get himself in the team consistently, flopped, right? Whether we like it or not, man flopped. If our most maybe top 2 technically gifted player of all time alongside Zola can go and flop over there in his prime at grown ass 28 years old, and Bellingham can come here and rip it up first season, do more than Hazard's done in his whole Real Madrid career in one season, in one half of a season, yeah, I'm afraid there won't be any slander from me. I ain't gonna give no kid no slander. He was unlucky, but he was also it was also his own kind of like lax with the weight management. Do you know what I mean? We saw it in his off season at Chelsea that he had in the, was it the 15-16 season, was it? That was, he was overweight. Let's just be honest. He was overweight. He wasn't fit. And he only really found fitness towards the end of the season when he smacked in that goal against Liverpool at Anfield. But he wasn't fit, man. He wasn't fit. He didn't come correct. And he says it himself, bruv. He loved the burger. He loved the burger, bruv. He loved the ice lolly, bruv. You know what I mean? He was a footballer's footballer. He wasn't he was adulteract on steroids. You know what I mean? He wasn't here for this whole Cristiano Ronaldo, Mohamed Salah, gym routine thing. He wasn't on that. And I love that. But it did play a part. It did play a part. I also think the injuries, I mean, the lack of injuries he had in the Prem just caught up to him, man. The way that guy got kicked, it was always going to catch up to him as well. Them ankle injuries. Them ankles were getting shredded in the Prem. Absolutely shredded. He's even bigger now. Let that brother eat, man. Let that man eat. He deserves to eat. Still had an incredible career. Remember, he started very young at Lille. So, yeah, man, let that brother eat. Yeah, that man enjoyed. That man definitely enjoyed. You know that man ate. When it was all said and done, that brother, he really didn't take the game too seriously. I'll tell you that. When you hear the stories about him playing Nintendo DS or PSP, whatever it was, in the change room before matches, other people are getting focused and doing their pre-match rituals, and this guy's just playing Super Mario Bros. That's what I love. The fact that he was that good and really didn't seem to give two damns. Even in training, he was pissing around in training all the time. Like, the thing is with Ronaldo and Salah, you know that Ronaldo and Salah put 100% effort in training. And I ain't going to knock them for putting 100% in, because obviously that's what you're meant to do. But then if someone's that good and they didn't even try, yeah, I'm going to give them their flowers as well, because that's kind of mad. How can you be that good? Man didn't even try. It's kind of crazy. It's not really normal. But it did catch up to him. It did catch up to him. Because if he did treat his body right and he built himself like a brick, I don't know, would he still play the same way? Maybe not. But then would he probably, have a longer career? Maybe he would have as well. If you take care of your body, probably maybe you're gonna have a longer career. So, but I wouldn't change his career, man. I wouldn't change it. He had a great career, but he definitely flopped at Madrid, though. That's one thing. He definitely flopped. He should have stayed at Chelsea. Should have stayed at the mighty Chelsea, mate. Should not have gone. Because could have played with the Cobham boys in the Lampard season. That would have been a lot of fun. Could have had Hazard linking up with Mount, linking up with Tomori, and that would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. Real Madrid outside the box. Cross is going to come in from Toni Kroos. Left foot, clip in, headed away. Vinny now on the ball, left side. Vinny. Oh, Vinny's still going, Nah. He's being moved. City still 2-0 up. Cruising, in control. He definitely should have stayed. Yeah, it's hindsight, isn't it? It's hindsight. I can never tell someone to reject Real Madrid, though, after being here for as long as he was. Like, kind of made sense, It made sense. And it's not like we didn't take the piss a couple of transfer windows as well. You know what I mean? Djilabodji and Michael Hector. Yeah, we had some piss ups, man. Some transfer windows were a straight piss take, so it's not like we're trying to move mad all the time. Gave him some meaty strikers as well. We gave this guy a finished Higuain. We gave him a soft Morata. We gave him some meaty strikers, man. Costa, that was the only one we gave him that was actually worth his weight. Everybody else was not the level. Not the level. Batshuayi. God damn. We took the piss. We took the absolute piss. Here's Camavinga. Falcao, Pato. Oh, I didn't even want to bring them brothers up. I didn't even want to bring them up on loan as well. Yeah, I didn't even want to bring them names up. Oh, Real Madrid out of the press. I respect that. That was very, very, very close. Yo, that was very impressive. Good close control. City are going to the quarterfinals along with Bayern Munich and PSG. I look forward to seeing them in the draw. Who else did we give him? Oscar. Nah, Oscar. I know that's why he won us the league, but he still wasn't the levels. But he was a backup striker anyway, so. West Brom in it, West Brom away. What a great day that was. 1-0, late goal. Conte goes mad. Good times. Good times. He even had Fernando Torres, who was not at his best. Let's be quite frank. He had Fernando Torres that wasn't at his best. You know, not peak Torres. I was watching actually some old clips of peak Torres for Spain and for Liverpool. What an absolute demon this man was. He was so good. I had to remind myself of what real Fernando Torres was like. Oh, Copenhagen got a goal back. Okay. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but we'll take it. Little consolation. Little consolation. 2-1. Nice goal as well. Good team play. Ran through the whole team. Back heel. I like this. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Very, very good goal from Copenhagen. 2-1. 3 goals in the first 30 minutes. Not bad. Really good team goal. Maybe they'll try and get a second. I don't know what they're playing at here, but I'm interested. I'm interested. Yeah, it's a good move. Yeah, Torres at Liverpool, one of my favorite strikers in the Premier League era. He was like Barclays. He was Barclays Premier League heritage. That's what he was. The knee slides, hate Liverpool, but loved Fernando Torres and desperately wanted Torres at Chelsea. Like when Abramovich made that move and he signed off that deal, I was gassed, even though it made no sense because we had Drogba. And I was like, I don't know how these two are going to play together, but I don't even care. Like Fernando Torres is one of my favorite strikers. Bring this brother to the bridge. Because he'd scored against Chelsea so many times, if you guys remember, in Champions League knockout stages and Premier League, he'd scored against us so many times. I was sick to death of him. I was like, we need that. But yeah, we didn't get the same version. We didn't even get the same trim. That brother came with a different trim and it wasn't the same. It didn't hit the same, bruv. It did not hit the same. Well, we didn't get that Gerrard Torres partnership. We didn't get that. We did not get that. It's a shame. Sacrificed himself. Was he sacrificed himself for World Cup? I don't know. I don't know what it was. What the reason was for why he... Because I know he had an injury prior to joining us at Liverpool, and Liverpool fans were like, oof, I don't know about him. He might be done out here. Then they got Suarez and Andy Carroll, and only one of them worked. But I remember Torres' goal against Blackburn. I think the volley. Oy. Long shot against Middlesbrough. Madness. Yeah, he was just cold finisher. Even for Spain as well in the Euros, just too good. But he was good for us in Europe, though. He did well in the Europa League run. Banged loads of goals in that campaign when we won it against Benfica in the final. He had a good campaign. I think in the Prem, though, he lost it all. Copenhagen still coming forward. Left side. Go on. Oh, do you know what? Nah, they ain't got a chance. Let me not do this. They ain't got no chance. We're just here for the vibes. They don't have a chance, guys. 3 goals down. Clipped in. They're playing well, though. Since the second goal. Well, not right since the second goal, but they last say 5, 6, 7 minutes, they've been good. Go on. Goal kick. Real Madrid. Oh, offside. Copenhagen, man. You ruined it. You ruined it. Imagine Liverpool fans. Bro, we almost had Gerrard, you know. We almost had Steven Gerrard. I know Torres got some assists, but we didn't get him for assists, man. We got him for goals, man. We got him for knee slides and goals, bro. That's what we got him for. Rainy days, knee slides, and aura. That's what we bought him for. I didn't buy that brother to square it to someone else, bro. I bought you to finish. Back then, strikers was about get your goals. It wasn't about your combined GA. Nobody gave a damn about your combined GA. Strikers were strikers. Get your goals. Ain't nobody go back and look at how many assists Van Nistelrooy got. Get your goals. That's what we want. We want the celebrations. We want the aura. Goals. Golden boot. That's yours. Go and get it. Go and get the golden boot. That's what we always wanted. No striker trying to get the playmaker award. But yeah, Torres, man. Yeah. What a guy. Yeah, we could have had Gerrard, man. We could have had Gerrard. If we had Gerrard, I'm trying to think how it would have worked. Lampard, Gerrard, Makelele in the 6. See, I'm getting my times mixed up, but maybe we wanted Gerrard before we got Ballack. That might have been the idea. And then we got Ballack. I think we got Ballack on a free. One of the best free transfers ever. Pretty sure it was a free. But yeah, we got Ballack. But I think the first option was to get Gerrard. And if we'd got Gerrard, we'd have had Lampard and Gerrard as the 8s in a 4-3-3 and Makelele as a 6. And that would have been, oh, bro, don't make me cry, bro. Yo, we really were on smoke. I wish I could turn back the clock, man. I wish I could turn back the clock and cover the team in them days. We were on smoke. The Premier League didn't know what hit it. We came in with all this money and the most arrogant, cocky coach to ever grace the game. It would have been so good to cover that. Oh, my days. Mourinho pissing off Rijkaard and Rafa Benitez and Wenger in press conferences. What a guy. And then we could have taken Liverpool's captain. We tried to take Rooney as well. Do you guys remember when we tried to get Rooney? And I think Rooney handed in the transfer request. And I'm pretty sure he handed in like 3 different transfer requests at Man United over the course of his career. But we tried to get Rooney. And we could have got him as well. In the end, we couldn't get the deal done. And also, we tried to get Luka Modric from Tottenham. And he wanted to come. And Daniel Levy didn't sign it off. Bruv, we nearly had some of the greats, you know. Bruv, we were really trying to do this Ashley Cole thing like 5 times to everybody's clubs. We nearly had Rooney, Gerrard, Luka Modric, all these guys. We were cooking. We were trying to cook something up. We were trying to do some foolishness. Oh, we could have been living. We were trying to go on a madness, bruv. The dynasty. We were bastards, bruv. We said, listen, that's your player? Yeah, that's your captain? Mine. Bring. Yeah, man. Wow, those were the good days. I feel like I'm going to reminisce about this in 20 years. We're still not going to be on that type of smoke ever again. Because that's another level of smoke. You can't really write any better. You got a silent assassin, that's a Russian in charge. And the man don't speak. he just acts. I think Mikkelson said on his podcast when his dad got, was it kidnapped or something for money? And Roman said, yo, you want me to send someone? That's the kind of owner we had, bruv. And then we got the manager who literally embodies the owner in that way. Like the guy is just a madman. Absolute suave, cool individual, smooth talker. Man's in a Stormzy music video. That is Mourinho, bruv. That's who. What is your manager in a Stormzy video? Is your manager in a Stormzy music video, bruv? Ah, then we had the players as well. Little bit of homegrown, little bit of fuck. We might have lived, man. We might have already lived. I can't lie. We might not be. Yeah, we're done. We ain't getting that again. We ain't getting that shit again, man. I've just deeped it, bro. We actually had our best times. I need to go buy up a bare DVDs and just watch that shit back because we're finished. We ain't getting that shit back, man. We're done out here. We ain't never living that good again. We lived good. We ain't eating like that again, you know. I've clocked it. Now that reminiscing, I've clocked we ain't eating like that again. We ain't ever gonna eat like that again in my lifetime. I know that for a fact. We ain't eating like that again. We were eating. We've peaked, bro. Oh, the only thing missing in that time is the Champions League. But yeah, we were eating, man. We ain't eating like that again. We ain't never gonna eat that good again. And even if we do win, it won't be like that. Like winning like that, it beats winning the pretty way. I can't lie. All this tiki-taka stuff, I love it. Barcelona, Pep team, one of my favorite teams of all time. But I think winning that way was better. I don't think we'll ever win as good as that. Those were the best wins. Rocked up with some rock solid defense and we just shackled it down, man. We ain't never gonna eat like that. Long day. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Ball into the box. Oh, it's mad. You guys made FA go and create and UEFA go and create FFP. It's true, you know. Yeah, that's DNA, man. It's crazy. Yo, we were snatching chains, bro. We were the chain snatchers. Rooney, Gerrard, that's what we wanted. We could have got it. These clubs fans had to literally rally the troops and batten down the hatches, and they had to threaten their players to stay because we were like, yo, we will give you the money and we will give you the glory. You know, Gerrard wanted to play under Mourinho. Mourinho there giving him the hug, whispering in his ear, saying, listen, bruv, I would love to have you. Yeah, man. You know, Gerrard wanted to play for Mourinho. He didn't want to play for Rafa Benitez over Mourinho. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it's mad. Nah, don't tell me to live in the present because the present's peak, and I've been living in the present enough. Let me reminisce, man. It's a watch along for European Champions League, man. We're not watching Chelsea, man. Let me reminisce. Let me enjoy. Let me look back in the good old days. Back in my day, like grandparents do. Back in my day, we had this. Let me do that, man. Let me do that. Let me have a bit of escapism. You know, a little bit of mental health. You know what I mean? For once. Leipzig ball in. Oh, it's too deep. Go on. What a save. Almost. Keeper made it comfortable enough in the end, but Leipzig almost. They're still coming forward. Ball in. Cleared again. Yeah. 2013 Messi. I actually don't remember that. No. Messi transfer request. Is that true, guys? When did that happen? 2013. Are you sure? Ain't no way Messi put in a transfer request at Barcelona. I don't remember that. Nah. That actually doesn't ring a bell. Maybe the chat will remind me. Give me some more details. I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. I can't imagine him ever putting a transfer request at Barcelona. He loved that club, man. That brother was crying when he left that club. Ball in. Oh, go on, go on, go on. Oh, that was close. Yo, Leipzig. Oh, that was so close. Took it down on his chest, whacked it. Oh, it's just wide. Oh, Openda. Almost put Leipzig 1-0 up. Oi, oi, oi. Leipzig are knocking on the door, man. They are knocking on the door. They're around. They are around. They're knocking on the door. Knock, knock. Who's there, bruv? RB Leipzig. It's mad. I have to respect it. They're putting up a fight. Like, they're not expected to go through by any stretch of their imagination. I'm just glad that they're competing. Because the last 3 games, because this tie is done in Manchester, and then yesterday as well, yeah, these guys got clarted, bruv. All of them. Absolutely clarted. So it's nice to see a competitive knockout tie for once, because it's been too easy this week. Far too easy. Hmm. 42 minutes gone in the City game. 2-1 lead. Halftime beckons, but they got a free kick on out wide. Real Madrid just trying to get a goal. If Real Madrid get a goal, you'd like to think it's done. 2-0. They got to get 2. It's not over, but it's not looking good. 1 goal could really be, I don't know. It depends on Leipzig whether they believe they can actually come back from that, but I wouldn't be betting on them. Let's see. City's defense falling down yeah, City's defense is not as good as last season, that's for sure. Not from what I can remember, yeah, I don't think their defense is as good this season. It's been a little bit. But then again, last season as well, it wasn't like it was rock solid, you know. Until Stones came back, if I remember rightly, and Diaz as well. Until Diaz came back, first half of the season, it wasn't all that. Like, they still got rocked a couple times. Brentford, yeah, I'm not sure. Ended brilliantly. Defense ended incredibly towards the back end, but I'm not sure about the first half of the season, to be honest. Oh, that's close. Man City again. Carvajal right side. Come on. Oh, free kick Real Madrid. Free kick Real Madrid. Come on, the boys. Whoever those boys are. Leipzig or Real Madrid. Just want to see a goal. We just want to see a goal. That's all we want. We don't ask for much. Right. Let me make sure everything's set up. Vardy didn't adjust well. I don't want to. I don't know. For me, right, Vardy was a centre back. Always has been. Always will be. I know he's playing left back under Pep this season, but he's a centre back for me. For what I saw at Leipzig, he's a centre back, and for what I saw for Croatia, he's a centre back. So for me, he's playing out of position. So I'm gonna sympathise with him a bit. It's his first season, coming for a big fee, a lot of expectation, but he's playing out of position. We just played Levi Cole out of position for half the season as well. So I'm gonna give him an asterisk. If he was playing centre back, it'd be different. But he's playing left back. He's not a left back. He's you know, he can pass brilliantly. He can carry the ball into, you know, midfield, but he's not a left back for me. He's a centre back. So yeah, I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm sure the potential is there for sure. So halftime in the Real Madrid game, 0-0 at halftime. Still all to play for in that game. 1 goal for Leipzig, and it goes to extra time. So we're here. It's very close. What I can't believe, guys, it's very close. A couple minutes to go in the Man City game. Couple minutes. Let's see what you guys are saying. It's a foregone conclusion, that tie. What's being said? Real Madrid playing like Stoke. Leipzig should have equalized. Arsenal would beat Madrid. Vardy starts next season. Uploading. Yeah, I agree. You can't always give City players one season. I think Rodri, Hugh was saying, and I'm pretty sure I remember it too, Rodri's first season wasn't all that. For Man City, Cancelo, I think the same as well. Quite a few examples. Definitely Grealish. Maybe it's even now. Haaland. Oh, it's 3-1 to Manchester City. Haaland bags. Great finish. Dragged it back at the near post. Manchester City cruising into the quarterfinals. Comfortable and very, very complete over the 2 legs. They absolutely ripped them in Denmark. It was a proper performance out there from the likes of De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo Silva, all linking up for the goals. And today, they're doing their damage as well. I think Copenhagen, you know, they've had little good spells where they've played good football, but they just don't have the quality to talk to City like this. So Haaland cuts in on his left, finishes, and again, like Luton, Route 1 football. When we talk about Manchester City and the versatility, that is a long ball from centre back all the way up to Haaland. He's chested it down, taken it on his left foot, and put it in the back of the net. That's not something that you kind of, you know, associate with Pep Guardiola. But this is what I'm talking about, the versatility of this manager and this team. If you park it, they'll cross it. No problem. De Bruyne will stick it on Haaland's forehead. If you high line it, they'll go in behind with Haaland. If you low block it and they don't cross it, then they'll find the little passes intricately in the half spaces of Foden and Bernardo and De Bruyne. Like, there's no way of stopping them. That's the problem. How do you stop them? They've just got so many different tools, so many different ways of scoring, and that's one of them. They did the same thing against Luton. Same thing against Arsenal at Etihad last season. Just long ball up top. And there you go. Route 1. That is literally Stoke City on crack. Only it's Man City instead. It's crazy. Saliba, that's how. Yeah. Well, you man got to play them again this season, innit? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You got to go to the Etihad, isn't it? Thoughts on Rodrigo? I feel like he'd be better than Sesko and Osimhen for us. So Rodrigo's not going to happen, because we're in 11th and he's at Real Madrid. But I do like Rodrigo a lot. I think he's very technically gifted. I would take him in a heartbeat. Wouldn't even think twice about it. And yeah, the only thing he doesn't bring is maybe the same aerial threat, obviously, as Osimhen in particular. So you can't go route 1 and cross and go long with Petrovic and hold up the ball from there and play from there. But yeah, technically he's clear of both of them. Shits on both of them. But listen, that ain't happening. So there's no point even really getting into it. That only happens on FIFA in the transaction. So yeah. Xavi Simons outshining the Madrid super team. Interesting. Is he on loan at Leipzig or is he sold? Because I know he was at PSG. He was in Holland for a bit and he's back. I think he's sold, isn't he? He's not. Is he still with PSG? Is this a loan, guys? I keep forgetting. This Simons guy is very confusing, his movements. Is it a loan? It's a loan. Could PSG not do with him? Could PSG not do with him right now? Who are PSG to not need this guy? Are they that good? Is their midfield that good? They don't need this guy? Option for a permanent. Really? How much is it? How much is the permanent deal? I really don't understand why PSG don't have this guy. Activated a buyback from PSV. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they activated. So they sold him cheap, activated a cheap buyback, and then and now he's on loan. But is there an option to buy for Leipzig? I don't know. A youngster needs game time to develop. Based on who I see sometimes for PSG, I don't see why he couldn't play there. I see some questionable minutes being given out to Dembele. So why can't Xavi Simons play for PSG, bro? I'd love to see him in the 8 there. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. If they're playing Emery, bro, both of them, play them together. That would be insane. Yeah, I'd love to see them play together. That would be mad. All right, let's shut off the timer. Yeah, man. That would actually be mad. He'd do well for Bayern if Musiala leaves. Is Musiala's contract running out in 2025 as well? I think it is, isn't it? Well, Bayern are getting picked off, you know. You need to be careful. Davies, Musiala, who's next? Muller's basically towards the end of his shelf life now. Can't rely on him anymore. Gnabry's picking up injuries. Koeman's always had injuries here and there. 2026 now. He's still got 2 years left. They got time. Shut your mouth before I time you out. You're jarring me. Your lies. Your lies, Iceman. Your lies. This is why Turkish timed you out. Because you lied too much. I'm on record saying that Sesko's like not ready to join Chelsea, mate. But I said we're most likely going to sign him. That's what I said. Very realistically, we're going to get him because of his release clause. Not that I want us to sign him. There's a difference. Yeah, he's back again to chat shit. Tell that Iceman to chill, bruv, before we light him on fire, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he does. Yeah, I saw that report. I don't believe it. If I'm completely honest, I don't believe it. I don't believe us spending 160 million on 2 strikers when left back is questionable. Centre back was linked with because of Thiago Silva's exit potentially, and Trevor Chalobah's pure profit. Goalkeeper is questionable, especially if Zerbi was to be chosen. He's not going to like either of those two keepers' ball playing abilities. He's going to sell Sanchez immediately before he even blinks. Petrovic will be back up. So whoever new manager is probably going to want their own players, right? So they're going to probably want 3-4 players themselves. So 2 strikers when you look for a winger as well. So yeah, for me, it's not, no, we're not going to get both. I think they're saying that we are interested in both. Now, the report might be that we could get both, but I'm just saying, I think we're interested in both. And I think Osimhen is maybe the top target. And if we can't get him, then Sesko's the next target. But I don't see us signing 2 strikers on top of Jackson, who, let's be honest, out of all of the players that have underperformed, Jackson's actually put up some numbers and showed something. Not saying he's, you know, even necessarily a striker. Maybe he becomes a winger himself. But he's at least shown us something. And contributed, I'd say is the word. So yeah, we're not going to get 2 strikers in my opinion. Sesko is very realistic because of his price tag, because of maybe less competition in Osimhen and the wages as well. I can't see us getting Osimhen, but we'll see. Can't see it happening. I said that months ago. So yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, I don't think he's ready. How can you like I just read out statistically, minutes wise, he's got like 9 starts this season. I know it says 21 games, but it's basically 9 starts in terms of minutes. How can someone that has 9 starts for Leipzig this season be ready to play for Chelsea and lead the line? Like, if we were looking for a secondary striker, if we had a world-class striker already at the club and we were looking for a backup and we had an experienced world-class striker and in his prime and we needed a young, you know, no problem. Bring Sesko. No problem. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Because it's good price, probably going to improve on that. Yeah, you see the potential, no problem, fine. But that's not what we're looking for. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that. Hey, I don't say it with any I say it with shame, bro. I don't want to talk about signings, but they're gonna happen because we're probably gonna switch manager and the manager's gonna want signings. I'm very embarrassed to talk about signings. Trust me. No one's more embarrassed than me to talk about signings. But listen, maybe we won't get anybody. Maybe FFP will be on us. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really even care. Right now, I don't care. If we can't sign anyone, serves us right. I don't feel sorry for us. I've said this before. If we can't sign anyone or we can't afford it or whatever, then serves us right, bro. We just have to just deal with what we got. Like, I ain't gonna have no pity party, bro, about it. Do you know what I mean? If we can't sign anyone, then we can't sign anyone. I think we've signed a lot of players, and I think we've signed enough. If you don't like it, then you should not have spent 100 million on players to play for Strasbourg, Burnley, and Fulham, or not Fulham, but you know, you should not assign players to go and play a multi-club model. You should have just focused on the first team. So, is what it is. You have to hold that. Very nice. Yeah, man. At least to the end of the season. Like, at the start of every season, it's tough for me not to have some hope because the points are all at 0. Everybody has start from the same point. I think it's natural for any fan at the start of the season, unless you're coming in absolutely depleted, no signings, poor preseason, unless you're coming in the trenches. Most fans at the start of every season have got hope. So I'm never embarrassed to have Chelsea in a prediction that is higher than where they end up. Because if I'm a fan, which I am, people forget, if I'm a fan and I'm taking off my logical cap and I just want to just be emotionally attached for a minute and say, yeah, I want us to do well. We're going to do well. We'll start the season. Yeah, let's go. Then, you know, I mean, if you can't have hope then before a ball's kicked, then there's no point being here. you may as well just finish off the whole club. You know what I mean? If you can't have any hope or any optimism for what is potentially your best, like what's the most you can do, which I thought was top 4. Like that's the peak that we can get this season. If you can't have any hope at the start of a season before a ball's kicked, then you may as well just pack it up. So for me, I'll always try to have a bit of hope, but maybe because of the second mid-table finish might humble me more, and maybe next season I won't have such chest. I'll probably be a bit deflated next season. But I'll try my best to have some hope. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in preseason again. But yeah, the more that this happens, the more we go through mediocrity, probably the less I'm gonna have these hopes. Let's see if they can. Let's see what they can do. PYS. Chelsea pondering a move for Nico Williams and have tracked Osimhen, Sesko, and Garakes for striker position. So again, people keep mentioning Garakes at Sporting, but it's been quite clear in the confirmations that we're not going for him. According to Fabrizio, we're not interested, and we're not interested because, I don't know, maybe the fee is too high or whatever. So his name just keeps coming back up and then it keeps getting denied. And so I'm just kind of just leaving that one to the side. Osimhen, we've already heard. Sesko, it's basically the same report we heard earlier. It's nothing new. It feels like he's almost delayed the publish button because Matt Law literally said all of this about 6 hours ago. But yeah, that's where we're at. Strasbourg Ultras have released an official statement dated 6th of March 2024 demanding to see Blues co-owners. Oh shit. All right, let's read that because that's quite interesting. Wow. Someone's starting a protest. It's not us, but somebody's starting a protest. The quotes are, "They want to meet you," was how Mark Keller put it when he announced the sale of the club last June. Okay, so this is something that's backdated. Months went by, and despite our reminders, none of BlueCo shareholders came to see us. Out of respect for Mark Keller, his work for the club over the last 12 years, and above all his confidence in the new owners, we waited. By the end of January, our patience has run out, and we have asked for the final meeting with shareholders to be held no later than the end of February. Here we are in March, and we still haven't seen anyone, so it's time to take stock of this new page in history of racing. Racing is now nothing more than a financial asset owned by an investment fund that already owns another football club. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Multi-club is killing football and we fight it. Shit, they're not playing. 2 transfer markets have come and gone, and all we can do is watch helplessly as our club is stripped of its experienced players in favor of young and up-and-coming players. Fuck. It's now clear that BlueCo requires the recruitment of players aged 23 or less. Fuck, they're speaking our language, bruv. Yo, who's these lot, bruv? Yo, I might be French. These men are talking. Fucking love these lot. This is why I went to go and manage them on FIFA. I'm gonna read out the rest of that in a minute. Let me get the timer. I fucking love these lot, bruv. I might have to start supporting Strasbourg, bruv. Who are these man? I fuck with these man, bruv. Yo, these men are talking. Yo. No, I like these guys. I might have to go visit. I might have to go do a vlog. I like these guys, bruv. Yo, these men are talking. Yo, I can't believe this. These man clapping back. Wow, I'm inspired. Yo, oh my days. I've never read something so definitive and damning, bruv. They're not playing. Yo, these men are gonna riot. And you know why I'm getting gassed, yeah? Because you know the French. When the French decide that they're gonna riot, oh, they riot. Oh, they riot. When they protest, they protest. Oh my days. This is mad to read. I can't lie. This is crazy. Second halves have kicked off for Real Madrid Leipzig. Wow. No, this is crazy. Scathing. We're not fooled. No professional football club can be competitive under these conditions without balanced recruitment. Raw! Balanced recruitment. The tens of millions invested in these young players will not serve racing, but only the interests of new owners. So why? That's why we're asking, what is BlueCo real plan for racing? With all his experience and past successes at the club, how can Mark Keller endorse such a senseless sporting policy without saying a word? Although the end of the season promises to be tricky from a sporting point of view, we would nevertheless like to assure the team of our full support in their bid to stay up on the sole condition the players honor our shirt. Yo! Yo! Oh, that is the best statement I've ever read. That might be one of the best statements I've ever read from ultras or from anyone. That statement is insane. These man hit every nail on the head and said, yo, we're coming back for more. I'm so impressed. Oh my days. I want to see what they do next, bro. I'm following this. I might have to follow everything. I need to follow. Is there a Strasbourg Ultras page or something? Balanced recruitment. Yo, they're just like us. They're just like us. I'm gonna have to follow the club and everything, bro. I'm invested now. Now I'm invested in Strasbourg. I didn't give a shit before. I'm invested now. Oh my days. Because I actually believe them. They're not playing around. They're that's your final warning. That's your final warning. They said if you don't come meet us now, we gonna find you. We gonna meet you. Oh my days. What a statement, bruv. That was cold. Bars. Free kick for Leipzig, edge of the area. Free kick. Yeah, I think I found my second team. I'm managing them on EAFC anyway, so I think I might have found my second team, bro. I rate that. I rate that. I know. Listen, we'll see in it. We'll see if they smash up the stadium. Let's see what they do next, bro. I don't think you know the French. I don't think you know the French. Let's see, man. They might get away with it. They might do whatever they want. They might smash up somebody's car. I don't know. I'm interested anyway. I'm intrigued. I'm here for it. I'm invested. They might win, they might lose, but they're gonna fight regardless. I have to respect it. They are gonna fight. Wow. I'm glad they did that because no one should be a feeder club, to be honest. I can't lie. This whole feeder club thing is not really for me. I've actually got respect for Strasbourg. I can't lie. They shouldn't be nobody's feeder club, man. I'm glad they're taking action. They shouldn't be nobody's feeder club. As much as it would benefit us, and yeah, because I know if I supported them, I'd be pissed. So I can't even lie. I respect that. Oh, you've hit the wall with the free kick. Come on. What's going on with these Leipzig attackers, man? What's going on with these guys? Listen, I didn't say they're gonna win. I didn't say they're gonna win their fight, but I respect them for fighting regardless. How many times do people start a fight that they know they're not gonna win, but you still fight in it? So it has to be respected. And they, to be fair, they didn't even start the fight. They just responding. They clapping back. I have to respect it. That's crazy, man. What a statement that is. Statement of intent. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, it's getting reported quite a bit. Ultra Boys 90. Is that who they are? Yo, okay. Fairs. I'm supporting it. Go on, Strasbourg. I hope you win. I hope you win your fight. I don't want a multi-club model anyway, so get that shit out of here, man. Get that shit out of here. We ain't ready for that. Tony Cruz, ball into the box, headed away. Vinny. Oh, cleared. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I know it benefits Chelsea, but you see me, yeah, I'm not trying to rip, like I'm not trying to take from other clubs like that. I don't mind if we're taking their players because they're good and then we're giving them financially the money back. Like, obviously, we've given Brighton an incredible spreadsheet financially this year because of the amount of people we've taken from them. I didn't even want most of them, but hey, I don't mind us doing business, but I don't want us to just use other clubs. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't really feel like that's what football's about. Like, clubs are meant to be their own institutions, their own um they're meant to be their own, represent their own communities, and they've all started from nothing. Every football club started exactly the same community. So for me, just on the pure principle of what football's actually about, if we actually go right back to what football's actually about, I don't think any club should be owning any other club, or any two clubs should be part of some group and one club benefits and the other club is just some sort of, I don't know, side chick. Do you know what I mean? Just no club should be facilitating any other club. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I don't think we need, and also I don't really feel like the benefits are even like that mad for me to even be pushing this. Like, you're either gonna make a good loan deal or you're not. Do you know what I mean? All this is just loaning players there. And Andre Santos is not kicking ball for them right now. So what are we gonna do? Roll up to Patria Vieira and say you have to play Andre Santos so you're gonna get sacked? Like, I don't know. For me, just go and find good loan deals the normal way. Do you know what I mean? There's been great loans. Courtois to Atletico Madrid. Look how great that was. We didn't own them. Mason Mount to Derby, Tomori to Derby, Abraham to Villa, James to Wigan. We had all these great loans, and we got great benefits from these clubs. We didn't own them, so we had Vitesse as a team that we were partnered with. We didn't get shit out of that. I can't remember one loan from Vitesse that came back to the bridge and actually was on smoke. Like, Mount did his thing at Vitesse, but then he went to Derby afterwards. Like, nobody came straight from Vitesse and then came and done a madness at Chelsea. So yeah, for me, nah, not for me. All it is just an extra way to funnel money around and potentially make profit on players. But obviously, I don't give a shit about none of that because that's not my money. So yeah, I mean, City are benefiting, but that's their business, isn't it? That's their business. Like, I'm not trying to mimic that, and I'm definitely not trying to mimic that right now. We're nowhere near City, so that shouldn't be our focus. If you're going to do that in year 7, year 8, when we're winning Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, and you want to do that, then okay, I still won't like it, but okay, at least I can say you're actually handling business at Chelsea. But I can't be saying do that when Chelsea's a mess. Buy more clubs, have more responsibilities, but Chelsea's a mess. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, not for me, bruv. It's getting crazy. Pushed him in the neck. Because he played for Real Madrid, he won't get a red. Should be a red. Some people are saying it should be a red. Some people are saying it shouldn't be a red. Yeah, loads of them have been flops, man. Van Ginkel. Yeah, that brother picked up a lot of yellows. Go on. Leipzig. Oh! Still can't score. Yeah. But how many examples like that exist? Not many. You know? For all the clubs that, or for all the groups that own clubs, and that's the only example we have. That's the only successful example we have, and that's only now just this season. So yeah. There's a lot more examples of successful clubs that are just not owned by anybody. You know? Carvajal. Oh, Tchouameni. Go on. You've lost it, mate. That's not a free kick. Get up. Go on, Leipzig. Do you know what? I don't really want extra time. I must say, I got things to do after this. Got a long day tomorrow. I got shit to edit. I don't really have time for I already got time for extra time. Stop chewing into your mic, you madman. Alright, I'll mute myself when I'm chewing. All right. When's Big Six Pro Clubs coming back? Yeah, but this isn't baseball, bro. This isn't baseball. This is not baseball, bro. This is football. Football is different. You have to respect it. You have to know that. And you have to come with that understanding. If you don't, you're going to learn the hard way. This is not baseball, bro. This is football. We don't have all-star games and we don't have ads going on throughout NFL matches, and we just don't do that. It's not the same sport. Whatever sport you go to, you got to respect the culture of the way that sport is played and the way that sport operates. In my opinion, that's what makes all the sports different. I'm not really trying to have the same thing across the board. Free kick for Leipzig, good position. Yeah. Listen, if from a money standpoint, they must be looking at this sport thinking, right, you man are not maximizing at all. Like, we could be making way more money out of this sport. We ain't even got the yellow card and red card sponsored, bruv. You know what I mean? We ain't even got the card sponsored. We could be calling it the Canon yellow card or the Nikon red card or the BMW yellow card or whatever. You know what I mean? They're thinking, right, you man are not serious, bruv. You know how much money we could be making? Headed over. Oh, Leipzig. So many chances of getting missed. It just feels inevitable that Real Madrid are going to get a jammy goal out of somewhere and just tie will be done, because the amount of chances Leipzig are missing today is crazy. They've had so many opportunities, man. It's been insane how many chances they've had. Nickelodeon sin bin. Shot. Oh, that was close. I think it might be a free kick. Yeah. Great save, was it? Jeez, he's gone running into Toni Kroos. Oh, shot calls. It's a great save. It was going into the top corner. Toni Kroos would have been another one of his iconic goals, but great save from the keeper. I think he's Hungarian, isn't he? If anybody's watched the overlap with Ollie, did he speak about the Haaland transfer that Man United didn't go for? Did he speak on that? Kind of crazy, his talent ID. That guy wanted Bellingham, wanted Haaland. What was that brother cooking? Not a good coach, but what was that brother trying to cook? He should be maybe sporting director, because that brother was trying to cook up some nastiness. Man said he wants Haaland and he wants Bellingham. I was like, who do you think? What? He did, yeah? Bro? Can't lie, man. I should have listened to that man, He wanted rice. Yo, what was that brother cooking? You know these coaches that they know they're not good enough to coach at that level. They're like, yo, bring me all of the beasts, and I won't need to coach. I won't need to coach. I'm gonna be a man manager, and I'm just gonna bring in ballers, P&P kings, and they're just gonna win games, and I'm just gonna just stand here and watch everything play out, and it's gonna be beautiful. They don't want to have to deal with these raw talents and these guys that, yeah, man. They said no. That will be the best, the best, the best, the best. Bring, bring me the best, so I can man manage these guys, make them feel good, make them comfortable. Go out there, do their thing. They're not trying to deal with these scrubby players. Crazy. That guy was really trying to do a madness. Good thing Man United didn't listen, because otherwise we could have had a problem. Crazy. Yeah, Haaland feels like a robot, even at that age. Like, it feels like he's always banged goals at every age group. Even at Salzburg in the Champions League, he was banging goals. He just looking like one of them guys that were just destined to score goals, man. Created to score goals. He wasn't created for nothing else but getting goals. He doesn't care about anything else but scoring goals. He eats liver. I don't think he's all there. Saved. Could have been 1-0 Real Madrid again. That brother eats liver. So yeah, something not quite right. Almost 1-0 from Rodrigo. Yeah, Real Madrid putting the pressure on. I'm cool. I want them to go through for the spirit of competition and trying to stop my ops from winning. I'm here for it. Get the goal. Leipzig gave it all they had, and we move. It's not a problem. Putting a bit of pressure on themselves though. They're only 1 goal away from extra time. They need to score. So can I ask, why didn't he just start Rodrigo from the beginning? Why did he go with so many midfielders? Anybody that follows Real Madrid can explain this to me. Why did he go with all these midfielders? If he had Rodrigo the whole time, why didn't he just start him and play a normal diamond? Has Rodrigo not been playing well? Kind of confused. You eat liver, it's good. Rah, you man out here eating liver, yeah? He does it all the time. Oh, he usually does this. Okay. I thought he would start them. Liver's good, yeah? You man are eating liver like that. Jeez, you man are crazy. I'll try. Maybe I need to try it though. I'm not really against it. I'll give it a go. Doesn't sound like something I should be eating, but I'll give it a go regardless. This doesn't sound right to me, but depends how it's cooked, I guess. Ball in. Bellingham. Rich in iron. Yeah, isn't it? Oh shit! Murder! We called it 5 minutes ago, man. We called it 5 minutes ago. We said, listen, Leipzig, it's been fun, but you ain't put your chances away. And I'm sorry, you don't do that at Santiago Bernabeu, you know? You don't do it. And you will be punished. And they have been. Bellingham on the break. He gave it to Vinny. Yeah, it's a great run, great finish. 1-0. And that man does it again. And Mbappe, he is waiting. Vinicius Jr. is waiting for you. The Starboy Showdown. Well, they're not even Starboys at this point. I think Mbappe's too old to be a Starboy. But listen, Vinicius Jr., he is very much certified himself in that left wing spot. It's going to be fun. That brother's a star. He is a star in his own right. That's for sure. What a player. 1-0 to Real Madrid. And that, my friends, is game over. Tie done. Leipzig coming forward. Oh, they got to score this. Oh, blocked. What a block. Should have been 1-1. Rudiger celebrates the block like a goal because he knows he's basically just stopped one. That is... I kind of miss it. That was the downfall of Chelsea when he went on a free. How did Mourinho not get them contracts done? Oh, what a block. Goalkeeper might have been saving it anyway. But I got to say, it's great defending from Rudiger. Ball in. Oh, again, Leipzig not far away. If they can respond immediately, maybe things look different. Nearly 1-1. Leipzig trying to force the issue, trying to get back in this game as soon as possible. If they score now, they're right back in this tie. Got more than enough time, but they haven't been able to finish all night, so... Ball in. Cross comes in. Header. Wide. It's going to be dealt with now. Carvajal. Oh! It's 1-1. Oh, it's 1-1. Leipzig have equalized. Oh, it's game on. Oh, wow. Wow. Just when you think it's over, it ain't over. Wow. Yo. They've been knocking on the door ever since Real Madrid took the lead. Cross came in. Great header. Such a good header, man. He had to flick it on. And he's falling while he's absolutely nailed that. Brilliant header. Brilliant header. Back across, well, going across the goal. 1-1, Leipzig. Comeback is on. It's deserved. It's definitely deserved. Now we got a game. Real Madrid have been warned. Tie's not over now. Wake up. But yeah, they deserve that. They've created so many chances in this game. Their finishings let them down. They shouldn't be losing. So for them to be back in it is fair play. Whether they can go on now and actually do the unthinkable would be very interesting. But yeah, it's a madness. It's a madness. Game on. Game on. Game on. Would I join Kick? I've never actually been on Kick. Never streamed on Kick. But it depends on the offer. Depends on the offer. I don't know what the platform's like. I'd have to do my research first. Make sure it's not some madness, but I think I've seen some pretty big streamers over there. Depends on what they want from me, innit? We'll have to see. I don't know if they're gonna come calling. Let's see what they got. Love the graphics, OBS or StreamYard. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. OBS and StreamYard. Oh, shot from Carvajal. Is that from Carvajal? No, Nacho. A la Madrid. Yo, what the heck is Real Madrid doing? They are playing such a boring game. Shout out to City. They're entertaining to watch. Big up Ghost, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, listen, City playing an easier game though. Copenhagen versus City's a pretty much done deal. Copenhagen play some nice football as well today. They got a corner right now, but yeah, you're right. Real Madrid have been a bit underwhelming for most of the game. I thought Rodrigo would start if he's an option. Kind of maybe Ancelotti's gone conservative today. I don't know what's going on. People are saying he usually does this. It's a bad tackle on Bellingham. It's a bad tackle. But yeah, he went with Valverde on from the start, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of midfielders on the pitch. I'll say that. He went with a lot of midfielders. What a finish. Some great goals. Make sure you smash up the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Road to 80K continues. We're getting there. They don't look good. Ball in, headed away. Bellingham. Cleared. Is it a bad website? Yeah, I don't know. I've never been on Kick. I don't even have it like downloaded or anything. So I've only got Twitch because I was on there. So yeah. Oh, Leipzig coming forward. $20 minutes gone. Sorry, 20 minutes to go. Loads of great Europa League action tomorrow. Roma versus Brighton is a good game. De Rossi's got Roma playing a lot better, getting some results. And Brighton are Brighton, so that's a good game. It's a very good game. Yeah. Right now, everything's on YouTube because, like I said with Twitch, they just changed up their like agreements. So, oh. So yeah, it just wasn't making sense for me to put my content on there. At some point, I'd like to go back to streaming on there at some point, but right now there's no point because YouTube is my favorite right now, and that's why I want 100K. So better to just focus on one than distributing all over the place. So I can do the game in here, so I may as well do it. But at some point, yeah, I'll probably save Twitch for the games that you're not allowed to play on YouTube. Like, I don't know, GTA maybe, or Call of Duty. They might not let you monetize or whatever on YouTube because of the violence. So maybe I'll just play that on Twitch. But it's there if we want to go back to it. Yeah, I like to have everything in one place right now. Yo, when are these forwards gonna start forwarding, bruv? Huh? Sesko again. Opportunities. Him and Openda today have had chances, man, to put this team kind of out of sight. And they're not delivering. Your audition, Sesko, is not going too well tonight, I must say. It's not going great. You might rebuttal and say, I don't want to join your mid-table club anyway, mate. So hold that. Oh. Yeah. And also Twitch's algorithm is not very good. Until they fix that, I'm not too keen doing too much because their algorithm is stinky. At least with YouTube, if you make some content, people can find it. People can go and watch it even after it's done. If you're not there live on Twitch when it's happening, you're not going to find anything after it's been done. That's just the way it works. Streaming platform. So it just doesn't make any sense. Someone's going to get sent off. But I got a good sign out of it, though. Someone's going to get sent off, yeah? How do I turn this other light on, bro? I haven't been able to log in for the longest. Oh, they're coming forward. Shot blocked. Shot blocked. Come on. I don't know what I want. Leipzig deserve it. But at the same time, extra time, we're not really trying to see it. Because then it becomes a long day. Especially, for me, it's extra time, especially if Real Madrid win anyway. Do you know what I mean? Extra time, if Madrid win anyway, is like, what is the point in that? Whereas if extra time, if a Leipzig win or penalties, then that's a shock. That's worth the wait. But if Real Madrid are going to win on penalties or they're going to win in extra time, then you just wasting our time. We don't want that. Toni Kroos has come off for Modric. Toni Kroos. It's going to clear. Don Carlo getting sacked. Nah. Top of the league, innit? How clear are they at the top now? Let me take a look. How clear are they at the top? Leipzig still in possession. I mean, if Real Madrid go out tonight, I don't think Ancelotti would be sacked, but Perez would be absolutely fuming. You know, Real Madrid, they don't take nothing in this competition. They don't take no nonsense. So he'd be in some big trouble. Big trouble. He'd have to wrap that domestic double up nicely. There's 7 points clear at the top of the La Liga, though. Like, it's becoming quite clear they're going to win the league. Girona have kind of fallen off. And I think Copa del Rey is still there for them, is it? I don't know. They won the Super Copa against Barca 4-1. I think. Yeah. So they've already bagged the trophy this season. They're out the Copa del Rey. Yeah, because I was looking for fixtures. I don't see nothing. So it looks like they're out. I was looking for Copa del Rey fixtures for Real Madrid. I don't see no Copa del Rey fixtures. So, yeah, Real Madrid don't like 2 years of no champs. We'll win that shit regularly, man. I don't know how they're not bored of winning Champions League by now. They need to go and find something else to do. These men need to go Europa League or something, go and win all that, because these men have won enough Champions League. No one catching up to them. Out of the Copa del Rey to Barca. Do you think Leipzig got stage fright? Because in front of goal, they just seem to be shriveling up. They've had a lot of chances today. It's like they just can't get over the line. They can't get that definitive, decisive goal that's going to send them to extra time. They keep choking. Should be 2-3-1 up minimum. Maybe I'd say 3-1 up, 3-1. I don't even think they should be going to extra time. The way they've created chances, I think they should be like 3-1 up. Oh, Bellingham. Oh, what a tackle. Great defending. Great defending. Yeah, sorry. City are winning. Yeah, City in cruise control, man. I mean, no, to be fair, Copenhagen have had some chances in the last couple of minutes. Like, they have, like I said, Copenhagen have been playing some good football. They've had some chances. They've played some good football. They pass it about nicely. They just don't have the cutting edge. So, for all the nice stuff that they've played at times, they don't have the cutting edge. Man City are letting them have a bit of it as well. Maybe on purpose. I don't know. But it's too easy. 6-2 on aggregate. Game's done. City are chilling. Oh. Almost. Leipzig are really pushing, man. Sesko's not been great today. Not been great. He's fluffed some chances. Underwhelming. Yeah. So Leipzig are really pushing, man. Ball in. Corner. Oh my God. Yo. I thought that was it. Yo. Oh, it's well wide anyway. It's well wide. It's not even close. It's the angle that they gave us. It looked like it was a lot closer than it was. But Leipzig are pushing. They are pushing, man. Oh. How has he missed like the target by that margin? He was actually right in front of goal. He's completely fluffed it. He's mistimed that header completely. He's right in front of goal. Should minimum be getting that on target. Can't believe this is going on. And you know what's going to happen? Real Madrid are going to find another goal, aren't they? And they're just going to wrap this game up, even though they don't really deserve to be ahead or even level. But this is the Real Madrid. This is what Real Madrid do, man. They always find a way in the Champions League. Mendy, almost found a way through. But you know what? What I will give credit to is Leipzig's defense. Before the match, I was talking up the attack and like, yeah, it's going to be fun. Sesko, Openda, Simmons, Dani Olmo. But actually, Leipzig's defense has been what's been more impressive. Their defense today has been brilliant. They've been really good back there. Really, really good. Now, obviously, Real Madrid didn't have all their attackers out there. No Rodrigo and probably a bit too many midfielders out there. But defense has been good, man. I thought they were going to get roasted on the defense because usually Leipzig in these knockouts, they just open up sesame for everybody in defense. But I remember Liverpool, they just conceded bare goals. City, I think Haaland got like 5 goals in a game. So they're usually terrible defensively, but they've done well today. City fans are bouncing around now. Yeah, man, it's not really many shots. I'm going to go through the statistics, but Real Madrid have not really posed bare of loads of much of a threat. Europe statistics: 9 shots for Madrid, only 2 on target. 18 shots for Leipzig. 18 shots. They've had double the amount of shots of Real Madrid. Double the amount of shots and double the amount on target. Oh. Double the amount of shots, man. That's crazy. 18 shots, bro. Only 4 on target, but 18 shots. This reminds me of Chelsea 21-22 at Champions League at the Bernabeu. What year was that? Different game. Different game. Because at least that game we got goals. I get you to a degree, but not really. Because we got a lot of goals that game. We scored like 4 goals. I think only 3 of them counted, didn't they? But we got like 4 goals because one of them was disallowed as well. Our finishing was much better than this. Much better. That was a great game. That was a great game. It was heartbreaking to win 3-2 and not go through. But that was a great game. What a game that was. That was painful because we almost got back. We were 3-0 up. Oh, 3-0 up at the Santiago Bernabeu. I thought I was dreaming, bro. I thought I was living in an alternate universe. Because going into that away leg, I was like, not that we have no chance, but I was like, nah, not for me. Don't see it happening. So just, prideful performance, competitive, have them on the ropes a little bit, punch, and they'll probably punch back, and it might end in a draw. Best case scenario. 3-0 up. Nah, bro. I thought I was tripping. I was on the floor, bro, trying to make sure that I was still, still on the ground. I was trying to make sure that I'm still on the ground and I'm not floating because this is crazy what's going on right now. But we got humbled quickly, man. Rodrigo, unbelievable pass from Luka Modric, and then the whole stadium just changes. And next thing you know, it's a la Madrid. I guess that's what they say, innit? The heritage spoke. But that was a great game. I was so proud of the team that day. That was a proper performance. It's a shame Mendy, I think, made a mistake in the first leg, didn't he? Stamford Bridge effed up our chances a bit. Ball in. Oh, that was a good cross. Oh, boy, oh, boy. 87 minutes gone. Leipzig coming forward. Leipzig coming forward. I think feels like Real Madrid are going to get away with this. City game is just a side piece. It's just such a side event. It's not being competitive, unfortunately, but it's not a surprise. Bro, the way they shithouse their way past City, this is what I'm saying. This is what they do. Real Madrid don't care if they've played well. Do you remember they got slapped up against PSG in the first leg? And they just come back in the second leg. It was a proper bottle job from PSG, but still, they always find a way, man. Oh, should have scored. Should be 2-1 to Madrid. That's a poor finish. Should be 2-1. Rodrigo had a good chance there to do a classic Real Madrid winner. 88 minutes. Leipzig, you ain't got long left. Whew. Free kick. He got the ball, no? Swear he got the ball. It's a bit. Well, player's pissed, but seems like he got the ball to me. Yeah, Mbappe. For me, Kepa's worse. 100%. 100% Kepa's worse. When Mendy was at his best, he could claim crosses. He could. He won the Champions League with us. It was part of the best defense, one of Europe's best defenses. But he didn't cost a lot. He wasn't on a lot. The expectations weren't as high. Came from humble beginnings in terms of his journey and his route to Chelsea. So I didn't really ever have massive expectations on Mendy anyway. But Kepa, world record fee for a goalkeeper, 7-year contract, stupidly high wages. Oy, and this brother couldn't claim crosses, couldn't save shots. Yeah. Nah. And ball distribution, I'm sorry, he weren't special at that. His distribution was average. You'd think, one thing he might bring to the table is distribution, incredible passing range. Nope, don't have none of that either. So just not good enough at all, man. Not good enough. Real Madrid wanted him the January before we signed him for 15 million, I think, and they still said, no, we're not going to do it. We come in world record fee late on in the window to replace Courtois the summer after. Suddenly he's at Chelsea. When we could have got Alisson from Roma, but we moved too slow. Liverpool got him, and look at the difference that's made in when it's all said and done. Alisson's going to go down as one of the best Premier League goalkeepers of all time, and we've ended up with Kepa. Football's a harsh game. We could add Alisson. We end up getting Kepa, bruv. Waste of money. Real Madrid were interested in Kepa. The January before they signed Courtois, they were interested in Kepa, but they didn't do the deal in the end. They didn't do the deal. And it was for much cheaper. It was like 15-20 million the deal could have got done for. Not because that's what he's actually worth. 15-20 million was his real valuation, not whatever the hell we came rocking him with. Woo! Hit the crossbar. Crossbar challenge. RB Leipzig. Looks like they're going home because all of this crossbar challenge is not gonna do it for you lot today. You need to score goals. Crossbar challenge is not gonna get you through to the next round. These lot think this is a joke. If he'd scored that though, that would have been one hell of a goal. If that had floated just into the top corner. But yeah, RB Leipzig are going home, man. I've seen this script too many times. These brothers, they ain't got the finishing. Reminds me very much of ourselves. They can't finish. Can't finish. So what can you do? Yeah, these lot don't really want to go through, man. They just want to give Real Madrid a little bit of a scare, a little bit of a humbler crumbler, but they don't really want to go through. They ain't got the minerals, ain't got the vitamins for it, man. They ain't got the vitamins for it. Ball in. Aye. Corner. They got 1 minute 30 seconds. Because I'm ending this watch along after that game's done. Because City's done, man. City's done. Go and get a little snack for Bleacher Report. But yeah, man. They got a minute. Ball in. Someone's got to shoot. Oh, referee, what you doing? What you doing, referee, man? It's done. Finished. Referee free. He's giving a free kick. Handball. Can't argue with that, to be fair. It's long. Shame. I wouldn't have minded the shock. But like I said, I got other agendas, so it's probably best that Real Madrid go through because I've got other things to take care of. Certain clubs got to go out the Champions League, so shame. Could have been a real shock tonight. Would have been a shock of the round. RB Leipzig didn't have the right stuff. They didn't have the right stuff in the end, but I commend them for the effort and the fact that they didn't get blammed because most teams do. Most teams just get blammed. So they come and compete. I'll give them that. That was very impressive. Like defensively, very impressive performance. Going forward, some people will be kicking themselves because they really could have sent Leipzig through here. But it is full time. Real Madrid do progress to the quarterfinals. Leipzig really don't have anybody to blame but their attackers. So many opportunities to score, not taken by Sesko and Openda and all these brothers. But a very competitive game. The closest game so far in the knockout stages of the Champions League. And but Real Madrid go through. And it's probably best. It's probably best that they do because we've got serious business to attend to in the next round. Certain men are in trouble. If they step foot in the next round, we will be there. We will be there. They should have won the game, yeah. They've disappointed in terms of their finishing and they haven't capitalized off of their performance, but I still give them credit for their performance because it was not what I was expecting. I didn't expect them to be that competitive. I thought they'd be decent with those attackers. I actually thought Leipzig would score goals and concede goals and maybe lose this like 3-1 or 4-2. The complete opposites happened. So, but yeah. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. Man City is done now. A couple of seconds to go. Referee's going to blow the whistle. 3-1 winners at the Etihad. Copenhagen are out. All of the top teams so far are through to the next round. We have Bayern Munich, PSG, Real Madrid, Manchester City, all through to the quarterfinals. Next week, we have Porto versus Arsenal, Dortmund versus PSV, which is basically 1-1, and both of those teams are in trouble when they get through anyway. But they got a face off. Why have I got cake on the back of my phone, bro? What is going on? And who else have we got in the next week's lineup? Let me take a look. Next week, Champions League. Let me take a look. Those are the only two games that I'm remembering right now. Oh, of course, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan. Inter Milan lead by 1 goal, and Barcelona versus Napoli, which I completely forgot about those two guys. But yeah, they're in there as well. 1-1 from the first leg, I think. So all to play for next week. Next week's are actually more interesting than this week's. In terms of the fixtures, they're a lot closer. There's a lot of jeopardy there. Porto, Arsenal's close. Atletico, Inter's close. Napoli, Barca's close. PSV, Dortmund. So they all could go anyway. every game next week could go anyway. We will be there for all of them. It's Tuesday and Wednesday, covering all 4, just like we did this week, because, you know, we kind of slacked in the group stages. We missed too many games, so we're not going to miss any knockout games now. That's what we're on. We're on smoke. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the pod, which will drop me and Lewis. Not live, pre-record from today. We'll drop tomorrow. And then Friday, I'll try to put out something. And then I'll be back for the Grand Prix. I'll be back for the watch along for Liverpool, Man City, the preview for Newcastle, etc., etc. will be there. So till next time, in a bit, people. Big up your damn selves. Peace.